Hey listeners, Chris here. We wanted to make sure that while the Swordcast themselves are on vacation, we're left in the dark. So, I wanted to give you a little preview of what you can find on our Patreon. Here's Matois or Matt DMing a game of the Tomb of Annihilation with myself, Eli Grimtuck, Bastien, as well as Emily, right through Sons of Gold. This little left first, getting set up for with I'll call it me and so.
After causing quite a ruckus on your way through the town.
Just making way, really. I just made it easier for our small companion.
Yeah, I'm sure the people whose dice game you just the chase just interrupted will feel this exactly the same way.
I almost shot. Oh well.
So, you have wrestled this entity to the ground, and he is squirming and trying to get away, and he calls out, "Let go of me, you stupid lizard. Rosnasi will flay the flesh from your bones."
Would you say I still have my teeth in him?
I think you were holding him about ready to bite him.
Yeah, you bit him, and I'd say you probably let go in the process of tackling him to the ground. He's struggling.
So I'm on top of him, and I kind of look back. It's like I look at what's your name? Jade.
Whoops. Sorry.
No worries. It was the perfect timing.
No, I totally flicked water over here.
Oh,
sorry if I got it.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
We're good.
Stone, are you sure I can't eat him?
We need to question him first.
I'd like to just smack him into the ground.
That's perfectly acceptable.
Okay, yeah, that happens.
Should have just strength check against his strength.
I'd say that you could do it. You just do it, but I would like you to roll an intimidation check.
Solid.
To see if your violence cows him in any way.
Ha!
Oh no.
Good way to start the night.
I would say not. He looks defiantly at you. You can kind of tell that he doesn't really think much of lizard folk.
And I'm just gonna lay my weight into him and just hear that, T-Rex.
Yeah.
Against the window.
Yeah, I got it.
And Kazoo is still stacking shit up against that metal door. Just picking up stuff and moving it up against the door.
Okay, just like stuff that he is able to carry, I just assume, since
Dude,
he's
he
a
has
tiny...
8 strength. He can carry a lot.
Go ahead.
Oh, there's a metal door at the end of the alleyway that this guy was cheesing it towards.
Yeah, you can assume that this individual was trying to make it towards this door that looks like a grade, like a sort of like an iron bar door.
Gotcha.
That looks like it leads down into perhaps the sewers of the city.
I'm gonna look around. Are there townspeople or anybody looking at us?
Funny you should mention that. Everyone make a perception check for me.
You got it.
Jade, you can do it with advantage because you are looking around.
Would I take disadvantage because I'm looking at him?
No, I don't think so.
I got 11.
This isn't going to be for you, Cupesk, it's going to be more of a hearing.
Okay.
11.
50.
Not one.
Okay.
Let's get this shit out of the way now.
Yep.
Well, it's not that hard to hear. You guys hear the sound of footsteps coming down the alleyway that you just came from. And there's a bit of talking in native Cholton language from the far end. And around the corner come guardsmen, basically. And they say, halt, on the authority of the city guard of Port Nyanzaru. Please allow us to take this man into custody as they approach.
But I caught him.
Yes, and for that we are very grateful, my scaly friend.
Who are these people that seem to be throwing barrels at us from rooftops?
You do not know the Wanti?
Mm-mm. Actually, no, do I know of the Wanty?
Make a history check for me.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, I would say that you, in your studies of lizard folk culture, have also encountered mention of the Wanty peoples who used to rule over large empires many hundreds, if not thousands of years ago.
Okay.
They, I would say that you probably know that they are not, they're very reptilian-like.
Okay.
They don't really care for, they only care for themselves, basically.
Oh, because they're kind of shitty people.
Yeah, they're shitty. They're more in, their goals are more aligned with themselves, and everyone else can fuck off. And they're very prone to cannibalism and human sacrifice and worshipping of a specific pantheon that no one else really worships.
Okay, fair enough.
I think that's about as much as you know.
Okay. Excuse me, guards. Are you familiar with the lizard people of the jungles?
Yes, we are.
Are you familiar that it's in their custom to occasionally eat their prey? I asked that only because if you were planning on executing this individual, might it be more efficient if, well, you let my friend here just eat them?
We wish to take him for questioning.
Ah, that's fair. That's fair.
Their spies have infiltrated Port Nyanzaru many times.
Ah, it's a spy.
And we do not know their intentions, but the merchant princes would be very keen to get whatever information they can out of this individual.
Is there a reward for or a bounty for their capture?
Yes, for this deed, we are willing to pay you 10 gold each for bringing an enemy of Port Nyanzaru to justice.
It's a good deal.
Capes kind of like looks down at him and goes, "Did you throw the barrel at me?"
Yes, you stupid, scaly meat sack.
My head kind of like flicks back. I questioned him. Now can I eat him?
No. Please.
Why?
And then, like, two guards come up and they have, like, manacles and they are... One of them is like, please, remove yourself from this man's...
Come, Capes, we'll use the gold to buy much dinosaur meat.
He kind of just does that one more time, kind of slam. Can I roll an intimidation check one more time for that slam?
Sure.
That's much better. 22.
You kind of slam his head into the stone, and he kind of, like, he looks dazed, and he says, no. And he's just, like, kind of thrashing and, like, just trying to, like...
In that motion, I stand up. And
Yeah.
I just kind of look at the guard and goes, if he dies, find me.
Jade's tail is lashing, and I'll ask the guards if can we take part in the questioning.
Possibly. We will have to take that up with the merchant princes.
We're on our way there.
This questioning probably will not commence until the evening, but if you make a strong case, then perhaps you will be allowed to attend. And with that, they hoist him up, and another guard approaches, and he hands you a pouch with 40 gold in it.
Cool. Wait, remind me, why are we wanting to go along with questioning this person? Do we think that this has something to do with our goals? Or do we just want to find out why he threw a barrel at us?
Tried to murder us.
Was that what he was doing? I thought he was just throwing barrels at people.
Why would he just throw a barrel?
I don't know. It's a weird way to kill somebody.
Excellent question. Yes.
I don't, I'm just kind of confused. I've just never encountered anybody throwing barrels at people, I guess. But yeah, sure, let's go find out. I guess that is kind of weird.
The guard turns to you and says, The Wanti people have been a scourge upon this land for quite some time. Many locals fear them, but don't quite fully believe in them. And you get the sense that it's sort of a boogeyman sort of situation.
Jade says indeed and like spits at the Wanti.
As he's being pulled away, yeah, he is sort of dazed still, and so the two guards have him manacled and have him arm in arm and are like dragging him away.
All right. Well, I guess we should follow if we're wanting to ask some questions, right?
Wait. Let's stay here for a sec.
Oh, okay.
You said meat.
Yeah. Kazoo. Have Kazoo stop stacking stuff up against the grate. Come here. Stop that.
Kazoo shambles over in a monkey-like way.
Sorry. I forgot you were even doing that, buddy.
Are we supposed to follow the guards, or are we just able to meet them at the Merchant Prince place?
It seems that when you said that you were going to go to the Merchant Prince's, like that was on your list of things to do, that they implied that you would need to make a good case to whichever ones you spoke with, and then maybe they would allow you to witness the interrogation or participate.
Okay.
Not necessarily that you need to follow them right this minute.
Okay, as we're walking away, I guess also, which merchant person do we need to talk to? Any of them?
As long as you can make your case to one or more of them, then it is within their power to allow you to attend if they deem necessary.
I'm sure Wakanga would allow us if we asked him.
Perhaps.
And with that, you guys, which you were already on your way to the Gold Throne to meet with Akini Atha and Jessamine, the merchant princes, or more like princesses because they're both female.
I got Jessamine, the assassin and poison one.
Yes, Jessamine, if you recall, is mistress of poisons. Through your little bit of recon, you would have perhaps gathered that she is. If you wanted to put a hit on somebody per se in Port Nyanzaru, then you need a writ of sanction through her. And then it falls under her purview to take out said action. But you're also on the way to meet with Akini Atha, and she oversees wares vital to your journey, such as canoes, magic weapons, other supplies like that. So, do you all make your way there?
I kind of wanted to peek inside the door.
Oh, you're gonna have to move a bunch of shit.
Oh.
Well, he is a small monkey. He can move stuff. He's got a pretty good strength score, but it's not by any means he didn't have time to fully block the door.
I just mean that there's like garbage cans and bags of garbage and whatever else that he can move. That's nearby.
Like some boards and stuff.
Yeah, we can go take a look. I mean, I don't see why not. We're here.
All right, so you approach the grated door.
Okay, Kazoo already started moving stuff back.
Thanks, buddy.
Whoever's looking down there, make a perception check for me.
I'll take a look. Nice box. Yay. That is 17.
Are you going with them?
Is Kazoo going with you? Or is he staying out in the
Well, they're just,
leg?
like, looking.
We're just looking in the
Okay,
door.
that's fine. Then I don't think I'm going to bother like looking,
Nah.
but I'm kind of more interested in Kazoo right now.
What was the perception scores?
11.
And 17.
You can see a little ways down, but about 30 feet or so, it vanishes into darkness. You can see the stairs descend, and you get a waft of a light waft of sewage. But there's also, you get the sense that it rains a lot here, and that it doesn't really there's not a lot of stagnation of water. There's a lot of flow. So as far as sewers go, it smells pretty clean for a sewer. It smells like rainwater mostly, with like a hint of
fecal matter.
Sure.
I will spark a torch and hand it to Kazoo, and then I will warg inside of him in the ways that I do, and I will send Kazoo down into the hole with a torch.
All right. Make a. Oh, because you can just like poof him and make him reappear, but this torch wouldn't go with him. But you could poof him on the other side of the grate and then hand the torch through the slat. Okay, and you can go like 100 feet.
I can see 100 feet. Yep, through his eyes.
Through his eyes.
Yep.
All right, so you go down, you head down. You get about. He heads down about 50 feet, and then there is a branch, like a divergence in the path, and it's basically a T-junction.
I'll narrate to everybody what I'm seeing as I see it,
and
too.
His eyes go white and just like randomly.
Do you go left or right?
We'll take a look at the right first. And definitely keeping his ears open. For his eyes open, ears open, trying to make sure nothing gets the drop on him. And if there is enough headspace, I would like to be flying. But I don't know what the ceiling clearance is looking like.
It's about like 7-ish feet tall. It's pretty
for him to fly, probably, for a small creature.
Yeah, about like 5 feet wide.
Okay.
Well, actually, probably about 10 feet wide.
Okay.
It's probably like 2.5 feet like of walkway on each side, and in the middle is like 5 foot of drainage channel.
Okay.
And
so yeah, flying, not walking then.
All right. So he flies down, and let me double check the book because there might be something about the sewer that I might miss.
Professor kind of comes over to you, Petal, and goes, "Do you know why it tasted weird?
Why what tasted weird?
The man you chased."
Oh, I don't know. He was like part snake, right? Like he was like, okay,
He's
well,
Yanti.
yeah,
Yanti.
like, like I don't know. Like, have you ever eaten snake before? Because he kind of looked like a snake.
Have I, Dan? Would you say I've eaten one tea before?
I've never
Actually,
eaten a
I
snake
believe we
before.
covered this last time. You have
Did I
you have
actually know
taste. You know of the Wanti. You know they inhabit in the.
For some reason, I thought I rolled like a really shitty nature check last time, and I couldn't place what it was, but it was weird.
No, I think I said that you
Okay.
have tasted
My bad.
Wanti
I
before.
was never mind.
Because it had
I think I
diabetes. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
it tasted so weird.
Or something like it was genetic. It wasn't type 2.
It seemed like something I'd had before. It was weird.
Okay. Yeah, I've never eaten a reptile before.
You should try. It's
Yeah.
tasty.
Okay, that's good to know. That's kind of weird coming from you. That's kind of weird coming from a lizard man, but you know, that's fine. I guess there's mammals that eat other mammals.
Fine.
I'll raise my hand.
Don't know what a mammal is.
That's okay.
Okay. Am I one?
No, you're a lizard.
Yes.
And a man. So I don't know.
Some may say
Biology
a
here.
lizard man. If I swim too deep in a cold lake,
You're not a fish. You're a man.
do I slow? Like, does my whole like metabolic state?
No, I would say.
Alabaster would have popping off for all of this shit, but my
Yeah.
eyes and ears are somewhere else.
Yeah.
I also
Well,
don't think,
actually,
I don't think Confess is gonna wax philosophical about like, he's just like, oh,
I'm just saying.
I am a lizard.
Well, actually, it's quite fascinating.
So you said you were going to go right first.
Yeah.
You just you head to the end of your ability to view through your familiar, and it just looks like a sewer. Like
Okay.
it's just there's channel where there's water. You can see that it's fairly well. A lot of water flows through here.
Okay.
You don't really see anything out of the ordinary. Make a perception check at the end of the range, basically.
That would be
Well, you use your perception because you're
Oh,
looking
that's right,
through
that's right,
Kazoo's
that's
eyes.
Perception, not great. 9, 10, 11, 12. Not bad. 12.
You look up, or Kazoo looks up, and a bit of the torchlight catches sort of like a pictoglyph, sort of what looks like a snake coiled around, and in the snake's mouth you see what looks like it looks like a ball or a sphere or an orb.
And I'm narrating all of this as I go too, so I can. If anybody's even listening, I know you guys
Yes.
talk about eating mammals. I could just be talking to myself.
Basically, the right passageway that you have traveled down,
Yeah.
at the end of your vision, there's an offshoot that heads left. And on the corner, you see this pictograph.
Okay, I'll head back since I'm at the end of my range and take a look down the left corridor.
Roll another perception check once you get down. Well, just this one will cover the whole range.
God damn it. 7.
Capes could see you looking down and just like kind of question like, but he's not even looking down the hole. How is he seeing them? I'm confused.
You look at
I don't know. I'm a little confused too.
Capes.
He
You
made
would
his
see
monkey disappear and then
you would
reappear somewhere
see
else.
Boggs's eyes are like covered over with a silvery sheen, as looks like he's checked out a little bit.
I think I'm too far away to do the whole like this. But
Yeah.
that's kind of what he wants to do.
You do not see anything on the left path.
Okay. Well, I will have him come back and snuff out the torch and come back through. Spam from right back through.
Okay. He appears on the other side. He like scrabbles up your robes and sits on your shoulder, and he like holds out his hand expectantly.
I will feed him. Got some eats for him. Got some dino meat in here somewhere.
He takes whatever you give him
Yeah, I have some dino meat on
and
here.
eats. Even though he's a familiar, doesn't really need to eat, but
Yeah, it's still, he enjoys it.
no, I think he enjoys it. He plays the part to the fullest.
Yeah.
Professor, perhaps you should make a drawing of what you saw down there.
Oh, I mean, I'm not much of an artist, but I'll try.
I just feel like you were waiting on that one. Just like sitting on that one for a little bit.
Yeah, I could do that. I can draw it out and do my best to show it to Professor Jade. Specifically what I saw.
And what was it? It was a.
I'm drawing it. Give me a second.
What was it called? What did you say it was? It was a
Coiled snake with a ball in its mouth?
Yeah. Don't tread on me.
It said that.
Said it in one T.
But what did you call it, Matt?
I call it a pictograph
Thank you.
or a pictoglyph or whatever.
Because I had left my notes in the other room.
You know, like the South American, like
The Nazca lines?
yeah, the Nazca lines. It's kind of like that art style.
So cool.
Wait, Eli, that's your full name again?
Alabaster Corbin Boggs.
Okay, gotcha.
Or sometimes Professor Boggs, or his mom calls him Lucky. Or
Oh my
also Othokit to the lizard people, which means smart in lizard folk, which is a derivative of Draconic, but you put different emphasis on different syllables. And so some people think it's more of a archaic form, but I don't think so. I think it's a derivative. I think it's a
What,
base
actually?
language.
No.
Yeah.
Professor
And it comes back to
Started debate here.
yeah, right. It goes.
My notes say 1T promising good time. Flaying my skin.
Tastes bad.
Bad flavor. Diabetic.
Blood sugar not good.
This man has cancer.
Just like release the bite from him. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh. Should tell your snake wife you love her.
I'll go snake.
Snakes don't have wives. There you go.
They have beard mothers.
Oh, hey.
Interesting.
All right. So what do you guys do now?
Are you done looking down there? What did you see?
Show it off.
Perhaps this will be good information to share with the merchant princes to get us into the interrogation if we wish.
Yes. He kind of like shakes his head. A little confused at the situation.
He doesn't really understand questioning of prisoners. Mostly consuming.
I mean, it'd either be food or sometimes other resources, but no. I mean, I guess we should take this with us. So we will head off, or at least should we head to where we were heading before? I know we were going to go talk to Jessamine, I believe, and...
I would say pictures.
Oh, actually, can I see that? There's something else.
Say many things that may mean something to someone. Ow.
Is your brain hurt, Kapesk?
No. I mean, I'm like an unskilled worker at level of intelligence. I forget, I looked it up to like try to figure out how to like play a 8 intelligence.
Grimtuck has an 8 intelligence.
Does he?
Yes. That's why he doesn't tend to think things through too well.
Yeah, but you're much more eloquent than I am.
I feel like not being raised in a jungle really helped.
That's fair.
With people who eat each other.
Yeah, it helps.
There's just a certain amount of...
Also, lizard folk just don't care about those kind of, intricacies.
Yeah, lizard folks have a totally different mindset than any other kind of humanoid race
Yep.
on Toro. It's very...
Primitive.
It's strange.
They're logical. They're very logical.
Well...
In a weird way. They're based around survival.
Yep. There you go.
Ooh.
Oh shit, there we go.
Oh.
Changes everything.
Yeah.
Triangle.
In the background, there is a triangle that Kazoo would have noticed that is blue
Oh, okay.
in shade.
This part's blue.
Dig it.
There you go.
It looks like some
It's dry erase.
rudimentary blue pigment has been applied behind this carving, but it does look like it was carved into the stone.
Is there any other color to the just the blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he had to guess, it looks like the carving was made and then somebody drew the triangle behind it.
Yeah, we're leaving that alone.
So that is what you found.
Cool.
Awesome.
Now, do you guys head back to Gold Throne to speak with the merchant princes?
I feel like we can stop for food. I mean, there's going to be more meat vendors on the way.
A lot.
I mean, we earned it. Might as well.
I mean, the taste of blood is fresh in your mouth.
A little hungry.
Maybe we can even find a pet store and you can get something alive.
I mean, but I'm trying to figure out if he'd know what a pet is. And it's like, what is a pet?
Small animal store.
He would not know what a pet is.
No, they don't keep pets.
Well, all the pets that lizard folk would keep are like
Beast of burden.
dinosaurs,
Yeah.
not small creatures.
They just sell them in stores.
Yeah, some people keep them. Or use them for other things.
Eat them later.
Sometimes.
Okay. Don't actually want to look for pets, or I'd rather just get a slap.
What? You don't want pets
No.
in D&D? Are you sure?
Actually, I do, but I don't want to eat them. I don't feed you pets. I just push them upon you.
We're just gonna do while we're on our way
Correct.
there. I'm gonna do
It's been said now, so it never
I
matters.
mean,
I'm gonna do a basic investigation to try and find some meat.
you never know. I could eat my pets.
Oh, you got that red dragonborn in you.
You want to look for pets?
Or food, they're the same thing.
Can I roll a perception?
Yeah. Do an investigation check.
Mine wasn't good.
You know that there are meat vendors in
Yeah.
the Red Bazaar.
That's pretty much what I'm looking for. Is either
Well,
that 9.
Okay, so you guys head to the Red Bazaar.
Can I go to the same person?
Yes.
I would like to go to the same person that he met me at. And walk up to them.
Funny story, guys. This is where we met.
And put down 3 copper coins. Meat, please.
He rolls his eyes and looks at the rest of you and says, "Can you please explain to your friend how money works? I need 1 silver for 1 slab of dinosaur meat. Not 1 copper, 1 silver.
I gave you 3 coins.
That is not silver." He holds up a silver coin. This is silver.
You have those. They're different.
I don't actually.
Oh, well then, pull out a gold coin and be
I
like,
used it actually.
I'll be like, give him one of these.
He sighs with exasperation and he pulls out a gold and puts it on the counter and says, "1 of these." And then he takes 10 silver out and says, "Makes
No,
10,
stop.
10 of
You're
these."
you're overcomplicating things. Just,
He puts up 10 gold.
we don't need that much. That is excessive.
Please.
I'm going to take back. We're going to pick up 9 and just
Those are
hand it.
yours.
No, they're yours. Believe me.
He takes the 1 gold and shoves 9 back towards Kapesk. And then he takes
I don't think I'm
9 silver that he had already taken out and put on the counter, and he pushes the 9 silver across.
You know, here's the thing. I'm going to hand him back 4 silver and then just be like, just however much meat is 5 silver. Just hand it to him in a handful.
He whistles and he calls out in
This is a
Chultan.
teaching moment.
And out from the back,
So effectively, I'm just getting 5 silver back.
you are.
Okay, that was a little confusing. You
So out from the back, these 2 younger-looking adolescent gentlemen basically come out with a leg of a much larger dinosaur.
Some Brontosaurus burger shit.
like the size go wide.
It's more like a hadrosaur, like a bipedal, vegetable-eating dinosaur. But basically, it's like a hawk of a large.
Not for me.
All you. That's yours. Eat away.
And then they just kind of like set it on the counter with a loud thunk.
Can I just pick it up?
Make a strength check for me. Or actually do athletics.
Got it. That's 11.
It's too heavy for you to carry at this point. And the merchant says, "Here is your 5 silver worth of meat. Perhaps you would like me to cut it down to make it easier to carry."
Okay, I don't need a bone anyways.
Keep the bone, it's good for stock.
Okay, I would like to fit that.
Turn it into a stew.
Please make it smaller so I can carry.
All right. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes, but they carve up this large hunk of dinosaur meat.
Stone, you'll make stock for me?
I can show you how.
I would really like to see Kapesk encounter stock because he would just be like, "What is this water? What is this meat water?"
It smells good, but it's
Smacks of
just-
ham.
Smacks of ham.
This effervescent ham aroma. And a slight taste of ham.
Okay,
Go into
after
his tent and just find that's his incense.
you have enough meat for probably like 5 days worth of rations.
It'll last me for 2.
basically.
Well, if you eat it
I
on
mean,
day
5
5, you're gonna get
days,
sick.
it's probably going to be a little green.
I mean, I can fix that for you.
It's not the... I mean, you've
He
eaten
happily
worse.
takes it with him without question.
I mean, I can freeze it for the stuff that
They
is.
wrap it up in like a butcher paper sort of situation.
5 days of meat.
Uh,
I'd like to take 1 day, 1 slab worth, and just eat it as we go.
okay.
4 days of meat.
Done.
Sorry. Sorry. To
I imagine you like have peeled back the butcher paper and are just like eating it like some sort of meat burrito. And just like tearing flesh off of it as you walk through the streets. And you get a lot of strange looks, but you know, people kind of like a giant bird.
Like a raptor.
Yeah. So you guys make your way to Gold Throne now? Yes? No?
Yes.
Yeah. As we're going, I'm like, Mr. Kapesk, can I try a little bite of that? I've never had that before. I just like pull a little piece off, like a little petal-sized piece of meat off of it to try it.
Adorable.
I'd say that works.
Yep.
It's like a raw steak, which is kind of hard to pull apart, but I think that like
Could I help?
you want to mama bird it.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
exactly.
Not exactly, but like rip off a chunk
Oh, I
and,
see.
and
like rip it. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
And-
I do it. Thank you.
so there's a little lizard folk spin on it, but
Yeah, Petal doesn't care.
yeah, I didn't think
Yeah,
so.
she's woke as fuck. She doesn't
It's
care.
pretty wookish, from what I've gathered.
Hashtag.
You guys did take down that you all got 10 gold from the guard.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you got.
Sorry, one other thing. While we're walking, Petal, what is this being that's on your shield?
Oh, that's Chick Tick a Fast Paws.
Wait, what?
Pardon me.
That's Chick. I can't even say it. Chick Tick a Fast Paws. It's my goddess's giant raccoon.
Have I ever heard of?
Make a history check.
Freaking-
Actually, make a religion check.
Yeah.
That's house.
Oh, shitty. That's gonna be.
How's
Oh, it's not
Elise
bad. I
doing?
got a 9. Not as
Familiar?
bad as I thought it was
I'd say more familiar than Sneed, yeah. But
I,
it is a
I
giant
don't.
raccoon.
I don't think you've heard of this
No,
this
it's
entity.
Nope.
TICC?
Yeah, it's CHIKTIKKA.
One word.
Yeah, Chick Tick.
Of course, you got your deity's furry persona on your shield. Goofball.
Is that a gnome? Are you gnome?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that a gnomish deity?
yeah. Absolutely.
It doesn't look very big.
Well, I guess it's a really big raccoon compared to normal raccoons, and like even a normal raccoon's kind of big to a gnome.
Yes.
Capass, you have no idea what
I
a
know.
raccoon is. But you now have this image of a, some kind of small rodent-like creature with a mask-like pattern on its face.
Right.
And that's the only reference you have to a raccoon.
Big for a gnome.
In another world, it would be Tanuki. But
Mm-hmm.
so you guys, do you want to do any other conversing on your way to Gold Throne? No? Okay. You guys get to Gold Throne and the well-muscled, well-oiled guards outside. There's a lot of bare-chested, like necklaces of dinosaur teeth and hide stretched shields, and they all have spears. These guards usher you in and say, Arkiniafa awaits your audience with her within. And you know that Arkiniafa, in addition to selling canoes, She also sells magical weapons, such as ammunition, shields, daggers, or the regional, the local weapon known as a yakula.
Can't afford none of this shit.
She welcomes you in. She's a very muscular woman. She looks like she's done a lot of fighting, maybe, or
I remember.
something like that. Yeah. And she beckons you in as she sits upon her chair in the audience chamber of 7 and says, "Welcome, welcome, my friends. I hear that you are looking to do business, perhaps buy some wares to go on an expedition?"
Indeed.
Heavy sighs.
I know, right? What can you offer us, or what can you advise us that we may find of use in the jungles? We are, aside from my friend here, we are new to this land.
I heard you fought in the gladiator ring. Are you a warrior?
I am a warrior. Some would even call me a gladiator. I fought many battles. It's how I earned the coin to start my business ventures. It's how I got to where I am today. As she kind of gestures around her and to herself. I sell non-magical weapons and shields of every kind, including some magical items. She kind of brings out some of her wares, and you can see that the yakulas have wooden shafts with obsidian tips. The shields are wooden frames with layers of reptile hide stretched over them. And she says, "If you wish for enchanted wares, they command a higher price, but I do have them."
I'd be interested in taking a look.
For sure, yeah. We would like to
You
see
hear
what you have.
kind of a squelching sound as Capes just starts gnawing on more meat.
She brings out an array of magical yakulas, shields, and daggers.
Useful as a reach weapon.
They are not reach weapons. Let me refresh your memory. Oh, it's quite alright.
In the meanwhile, Kazoo is going to try to steal some meat.
Make a stealth check for Kazoo.
Okay. Oh, 20.
Make a perception check.
I was gonna say.
Was that a natural 20?
No, not natural.
Okay. Make a
Unless you wanted
perception.
it to just be my passive because I'm not paying much attention.
Yep, let's do that then.
Okay, don't make it then.
Now a sleight of hand for Kazoo.
Not great. That's a 6.
You don't notice the monkey, but you do see its furry paws reach up and try to grab some meat from you.
Can I try to bite it?
Oh.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
You're already eating. You got a mouthful of food.
I have a very big mouth. It's probably not. That's 9.
That does not hit.
Oh.
Ha! He scampers the fuck away.
Yeah. You see him flutter away and kind of like
Keep your
he flies up above into this dome
He will do
that's
that
above,
away from my
and he just like and he just like bares his
Like that.
flying monkey
Yeah.
teeth at you.
You just you see Capes look up, and you just hear him kind of give up.
He's a
If
pest.
he could poop, he would throw it at you.
If I cared to, I would too.
Man, can't wait to see you get in a poo flinging contest
With the monkey.
with a fake creature. A Yakula is a 3-foot wooden shaft with a steel or stone blade up to 18 inches long. It costs a gold approximately. It deals 1d8 piercing damage on a hit. It has a thrown weapon property, but its range is 10 to 30, which means 10 feet
Right.
and 30. Everything beyond is disadvantage.
Is it a finesse weapon?
It is not a finesse weapon.
I am not interested.
It looks like something that a very strong person would hurl at a dinosaur or some other large creature to try and fell it.
It's a jungle javelin.
I am not a strong person.
That is not a racist term. No, I'm just kidding.
That doesn't sound
just
very
kidding.
good, does it?
It doesn't sound right,
No.
but it's not a racist term.
No.
I will peruse the magical daggers, please.
So, +1 wooden shield is 450 gold to her prices, and a +1 dagger or a +1 Yakula is 500 gold.
Woo!
Never mind.
Are you sure?
We will have to come back later. At the
I
moment.
lack the resources to obtain this.
Are you sure? I'm open to deals. My prices are not final.
I have 100 coin if you need it.
If you're skilled in bartering,
What do you, if you don't require gold, what is it that you require?
oh, I require gold, but convince me, my
How
friend.
about,
How about knowledge?
I'm getting the idea that these are a bartering. This is a bartering culture. So
Knowledge. I need not knowledge. I just know. I just thought if you had a clever enough argument, you could perhaps sway me. But
what if I challenge you?
she just laughs. Little skink. You would not last very long against me.
That sounds racist.
Maybe it is.
I mean, maybe it is.
Hey, I would love to test out sometime. But what if I offer, if I won, you would offer a better price to stone over here?
I'm not in the business of fighting anymore, my friend. I just
I tried.
was saying that
Thank you.
possibly you could sway me, but if you have
are on a
no...
mission for whatchamacallem? Yeah. And
Wakanga, he enchants these weapons for me.
well, perhaps you can enchant one of my daggers then.
I believe the process takes some time,
I see.
which if you're going to the jungle, you do not have.
That is an excellent point.
I think in this case we may just return with more money.
I see. Well,
I have.
do you require anything else? I have traveling gear, rain catchers.
I believe we already have purchased rain catchers and a guide. I believe any guide that we purchased would have the necessary tools to survive. I believe. Do you know anything of these guides?
I do. I know that they expect expeditions to supply themselves.
Oh,
I can swim well, but
If you plan to head upriver, you might be interested in 1 or 2 canoes.
Are they collapsible to carry? How are we supposed to carry them?
we lock them up with a bike lock around a tree.
One does not usually carry a canoe. They usually are used to go upriver and then pulled on shore. And then if you wish to keep going upriver, you get back in. And
how much are these canoes?
canoes are 50 gold apiece.
I could buy a canoe.
How many people do they carry? What's the weight
They
capacity?
hold up to 6 medium creatures. But
That's us.
if you are wise, you might consider buying 2 because there have been known to be mishaps upon the river. Large reptilian creatures are known to populate the waterways of this jungle.
We do.
Roll a nature check for me.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, Kapesk. Yeah, native.
That'd be 4.
Uh,
I mean,
you know that there are a variety of large reptiles that inhabit the waterways of different persuasions.
What?
like crocodiles and other things.
I rarely find need for these, so you said 50 gold. Take 50 out of me.
Do you give a bulk discount for people buying more than one?
Shut up, always.
Make a persuasion check.
19?
I will sell you 2 canoes for 75 gold.
I feel that is fair.
And
He pops the bag in front of you.
just a reminder that you also agreed to take a priest
Oh, right.
to
Mm-hmm.
the Order of the Gauntlet camp.
Yes. So we do have one extra person. But granted, that's still only 6 people total. So, but that's a lot of people in one canoe.
And you are also tasked with finding something called a shield guardian.
Yeah, it's true. So
Which
we
you
can
have
only
no
pick up,
idea
3 or
what-
4.
This thing looks like. Wait.
I might. That would be like, can I
let me-
roll an
What's
Arcana
there?
check?
Let
on
me
that?
double check real quick.
I
Because-
thought we did get a pretty damn
Yeah,
good
I thought there was a
explanation.
picture in the book.
That and Shield Guardians aren't native to this land. I might be able to. I would ask. Then maybe I would have seen a picture of that shit at school, or maybe even seen one at the university.
The book,
Mages fucking love.
he showed you on the map where
Uh huh.
Just not-
it was and a picture of the control amulet.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Can I see if I know what that looks like?
Yeah, make a Arcana check for me.
Nice. That's my shit.
This is my jam.
Not natural 20.
Let me consult my
I'm doing it. I need to do some
consult the
repairs. on mine.
tomes.
Dude, I understand. I need to finally strip this, and I want to use a woodburn kit to etch the Twilight Sword symbol in the top.
Nice.
Official.
Oh, I as the player know what they look like.
Yeah.
So
But I will say at least pay for one canoe if someone wants to pay the rest.
well, we could all chip in and get them. It's okay. Let me see here.
It would take so much less off my mind not worrying about money. I obviously haven't gotten it done.
That's the nice thing about the jungle.
I very rarely need to do that.
A shield guardian is a large construct.
Yeah.
So about the size, the height of an ogre
Yeah, they're big. So yeah, we definitely need one.
or a troll.
So everybody will all remove 18 gold, and then I'll remove 19, and then we'll be good.
18 gold it is.
Excellent, excellent. Do you wish to purchase anything else? I have traveling gear of all sorts.
I believe that we are well equipped for our journey with rations, and we have rain catching devices, and now canoes, and some gourds, and some bug repellent. If there's anything else you can think of that we're forgetting, right now.
Oh, if you have hired a guide, it sounds like you are ready for your expedition
I believe so.
into the jungles.
Oh, we do have one request. Earlier we were attacked by a Yuan-Ti individual.
Yes.
They threw a barrel at us. We, of course, subdued this creature, and the guards, they took the person away, and we were, well, originally my friend here was going to ask to eat it, but as lizard folk are wont to do,
Just gives you an eyebrow raise.
but
Doesn't notice it.
I
we
mean-
requested an opportunity
It's right over
to
his head.
to interview this prisoner, being that they attempted to claim our lives, and we were told that we would need the patronage of a merchant priest or a merchant prince in order to do so. So I'm just curious, is that something that perhaps you could assist with? We feel it's in our rights to ask of this because of the creature trying to kill us.
Yes, the Yuan-Ti have been known to plant their agents throughout the city and have been known to attack those who are attempting to set out into the jungle for some reason. We're not sure why.
Well,
But,
do you think you could grant us this patronage so we can in turn go and interview this person ourselves?
I will leave nothing behind.
We found this.
She eyeballs you warily.
Yeah, I'll hold up the
You
symbol.
found this symbol in the sewer.
You hold it the right side up, I would assume. Yes, we know this symbol. It is the symbol of Raznasi, warlord of the Yuan Ti.
Oh. This individual did say to us, Raznasi will rise again.
Does that imply that it's dead?
He also threatened to flay me.
Most Yuan Ti are prone to threaten violence. They are a savage but calculating people.
Don't I know it?
Raznasi, she contemplates her words carefully. Raznasi was once a paladin of Ubtao, the god of this land, father of the dinosaurs, they say.
Would I know anything about that?
Roll a religion check. Religion check, yeah.
And Ukta?
On Ubto.
Can I do that too?
Yes, please.
Religion.
Might as well.
Ha!
17.
Oh, I bricked
One.
on that
But
one.
not natural.
An 8.
What did you get, Jade?
17.
In your studies of the people of Omu, you would know that Ubtao was the god they worshipped, and about 100 years ago, Ubto left this land. Stories say that Ubto grew angry over his worshippers' endless warring and their reliance on him to solve all their problems. More than 100 years ago, he simply abandoned Chult, and his influence has not been felt since that day. When he left, the Chultans experienced a crippling spiritual blow that eventually the disunited warring tribes put aside their petty conflicts to unite as one people. To this day, the dinosaurs of Chult are still revered as his sacred children by many Chultans, even though Ubto is no longer popular. That's what you know. Boggs, you haven't really heard of anything like this, and Kapesk. You've not heard of this god. But
I know of 2 gods, and none of those.
That's fair.
I will relay the information that I know to the group.
with that, Kapesk, make me a general intelligence check.
Surprisingly better.
Pretty good.
14.
You seem to connect the dots, and then you kind of maybe get an inkling that Ubtao and the Scale Lord might be the same deity. Because the Scale Lord is among your people. Legend has it, the Scale Lord is the father of dinosaurs.
And he kind of looks at you and goes, after
In
thinking
your
about
brain, and you suffer an aneurysm. No, I'm just kidding.
it, take 1d4 damage. And are at 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, you fart and fall asleep. That's right.
It's about right.
You make the connection that the dinosaurs of Chult being Ubto's sacred children sounds strangely similar to the Scale Lord, a god that you worship.
does sound very familiar. Something like what my people follow. To us, the dinosaurs are from the Scale Lord. They are his children, as are we. We are just part of the ancestry of him.
Fascinating.
But otherwise, I did not know him by that name.
Akini Alpha says, Rosnasi was a paladin and sworn protector of the city of Mesro. However, he betrayed his oaths and was banished from the city. Rather than redeem himself, he raised an undead army to conquer Mesro. He was defeated once more, and however, Mesro was later destroyed by the spell plague, during which Rosnasi was rumored to have lost his power to create and command undead, which is why the jungles are riddled with his leavings. That's why you must be very careful.
She is not wrong.
Well, that paints an interesting picture of the jungles. Dinosaurs, undead.
Somehow, even after all this time, Rosnasi has maintained his grip on life. And now, rumor has it that he, out there in the jungle somewhere, leads the Wanti.
I bet that he's looking for him would be a good place to start with our mission. Sounds like a perfect candidate for a plague of undeath.
That symbol you hold there, the blue triangle, is a symbol of Rosnasi himself.
Well,
Should you see this symbol in the jungle, it is either a vestige of his former army, or perhaps some new worshippers that he has gained under his sway.
I found this one under the city.
Yes. The serpent figure is a god they want to worship. I believe they call it Dendar. The night serpent. Fighter of the day serpent. Master of karate and friendship for everyone.
Obviously.
Snake karate.
Biter
Even though they
of
don't
the
have
night.
legs and yeah, it's all mouth-based combat.
Yeah.
But that is all I know. It is a story that many Chilton mothers tell their children to scare them at night, get them to obey.
It's good information. Thank you for sharing that.
She bows her head. If you wish, I will put in a word for you to perhaps witness this interrogation.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that.
There's no guarantees, but we shall see.
We appreciate any assistance you can offer.
Yes, and please know that we have nothing but the best interest for you and your people in this entire land.
We have heard that many times. It's not always been true. But thank you.
Just know this plague extends far beyond your shores. And
She claps her hands, and two well-muscled, or actually more like four well-muscled gentlemen come out, and they have canoes propped up on their shoulders, and they bring them into the room, and they.
Could those be delivered to our inn?
Yes. Where are you staying?
The rocket.
Mm.
No.
Oh, I got it. Sorry.
Thundering Lizard.
That's it.
It is a raucous place, though.
Oh, true. It is. Yes. We'll have your canoes delivered before nightfall.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And with that, I must be off. But I believe Jessamine will be in shortly to speak with you.
Thank you for your time and your information. And your canoes.
If you were ever to want to get back into battle, I would give you a fair time.
And I would give you one as well, my friend. And she smiles and says, may the gods watch over you in your travels. As she leaves. You guys wait around for like 10 minutes, and then in comes another woman.
He's just sitting down by this point, just like holding this giant butcher paper of random.
In comes another Chultan woman dressed in billowy robes, and where there are no robes, there are tightly wrapped black bandages. She enters and says, hello, I am Jessamine. I heard that you might have information for me.
Do we have information for you? We came here mostly to seek out information about, and I hold up the paper again. And
I believe that you all said something about the curse that afflicted this land, and to a guard, and the guard was like, come back and speak with Jessamine, if I recall correctly.
Okay, yeah, it sounds like something we would say. We are seeking a cure to the curse in this land. We have come from very far away. I myself, as well as my colleague here, come from Baldur's Gate in Faerun, and my friend here.
From the jungle, and it is true, my shamans seem to find their magics do not work upon the dead.
And Petal, I don't quite remember where you're from.
Well, I'm from the Sword Coast, but not really a town or anything. I just lived in the forest with animals.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. And so we have
Wooksville.
Yes. She comes from the forest.
The gnomish settlement of
Population, me,
Wooksville.
and forest animals.
And giant raccoon.
And head lice.
Lots of it.
Lots of head lice.
But I do not know why it does not work. But it does not, and I have been sent to find out why.
We set out tomorrow into the jungle, but we were told to meet with you.
Yes. For you see, she starts to unwrap scarves and some bandages that she has, and she reveals like withered flesh.
Oh!
And she says, what did you say?
Smells like under a bandage. So balmy.
It smells like a leper colony in here.
The jungle's so moist.
She says, gross. She says, yes, many years ago, I worked as an assassin for a Kalashite Pasha. And on one mission, I perished. And a benefactor of mine paid a handsome price to have me raised from the dead. And now I find myself growing weaker every day as my flesh withers away to this death curse, they call it. Now.
But do you know what it is?
I know not. Not even our sages can tell us what exactly is happening. I know Wakanga and his compatriot Sindra have begun to look into it, but I have not heard anything new in days.
What do you know of a black obelisk?
I know nothing of a black obelisk. But I could possibly offer some assistance.
Anything that any assistance you may offer would be much appreciated. We have no intention of leaving here until we find the cause of this scourge.
You do have to leave the city, though.
I meant the country, the land.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's not my ballyhoo, but... Oh, hey. 18.
Nice.
That's with a 0 modifier.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, if you are true to your word, which I think you are, I can offer you any number of poisons from my personal supply at a reduced price of 100 gold off. And she kind of reaches into her robes and she presents a obsidian bladed dagger. And she says, this weapon I used for many years in my line of work, and it has a minor magical enchantment about it, and if you are here to end this curse, then I will give it to you.
If I may ask, what does it do?
It allows you to strike a little bit easier and do a little bit more damage.
Oh, well, we appreciate this gift. I humbly accept it, and please know that we will use it to strike at whatever it is in this land that is causing this pestilence. We've hired a guide and got all of the necessary provisions, and I understand that it's very dangerous out there, so I very much appreciate this gesture. I'll gingerly take the dagger and then hand it to Jade, who I assume would be a much better choice. I don't really... This isn't... I mean, I wear a dagger, but it's mostly for to cut things like food and other things. Rope sometimes rope. I feel like maybe you would be a better. Well,
I cut you.
I cut
Right.
things too.
And he kind of like motions to the big handle on his back.
Yes,
Yes,
I don't really
my
cut
friend.
things. I more bunkum. I like hold up my mace.
That is adorable. I think your tabaxi friend would probably be the most... would make the most use of this item.
Oh, yeah.
What poisons would you suggest might be most useful for us? I imagine that many things out in the jungle are poisonous if it's anything like my homeland.
She coughs a little bit, but then she also claps her hands. And two assistants, they look like shaved head females wearing like tight, dark clothing. They come out and they present 2 cases and flip open the lids. And she points to the first one and says, well, would you be coating a weapon with them? Or attempting to perhaps get your quarry to inhale it? Or perhaps tricking them into ingesting it?
What do you think would be most useful in the jungle?
Most useful for the savage beast of the jungle would probably be something to coat your blade. And she presents this first poison, and it is a dark purplish liquid with flecks of something inside. It's hard to tell from this distance, but she holds it up and says, this is poison distilled by the dark elves of the Underdark.
Ooh.
A creature subjected to this poison must succeed a DC 13 con save or be poisoned for 1 hour. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, they will be knocked unconscious. The creature wakes up if it takes damage, or another creature takes an action to shake it awake. She puts it down and she pulls out another one. This one is like a green viscous color, and she says, this poison is harvested from the far off lands, from the fabled purple worm. This poison must a creature subjected to this poison must make a DC 19 Constitution saving throw or take 12d6 poison damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. And then she pulls out another vial and says, this one looks kind of like clearish, like a milky clear. This is serpent venom. It's harvested from giant poisonous snakes of the jungle. It's probably the cheapest of my venoms, or poisons. A creature subjected to this poison must succeed a DC 11 con save or take 3d6 poison damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. And then the last one is kind of a blue-ish color, like a opalescent blue. She said this is poison harvested from the dragonkin known as wyverns. And a creature subjected to this poison must make a DC 15 con save or take 7d6 poison damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. So drow poison is 200 gold. Purple worm poison is 2,000 gold.
Jeez.
Ooh. Well, we could save 100.
I was gonna say we get 100 off.
Serpent venom is 200 gold. And wyvern poison is 1,200 gold.
Are these like single use? Or
Yeah.
Because if you got like a handful of uses out of it, or like you could coat your weapon and it's poisonous for X amount of time or something like that, that'd be.
I'd say there's enough for
poison, you're
two.
paying for the guy's effort to harvest it.
I think it would be. I think there's enough in each vial for 2 uses.
Okay. And a use being just like.
Coating your weapon with it.
And like once someone's poisoned with it, it's gone, or like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
It gets.
That's a lot for that.
It goes
I mean,
up
it's a lot of
to
damage, but it's a lot for that.
If we're careful and serious enough, you could always try to find the serpent venom while we're out there. I could squeeze one very hard.
It's true, and I have a way with animals. I can probably help in harvesting some, honestly.
And I could freeze it if we don't know how, and we could just bring it back.
You keep saying these words.
You saw what I did to the meat.
Saw what I did to the meat.
You are a resourceful bunch.
Also, I'm really good with plants too. If we could find out anything about like anything poisonous that we could find in the jungle, I could probably do something with that.
We
There
should
are
leave that
many
to our
deadly
guide.
plants in the jungle. The most infamous that I know of is called.
That's an interesting name.
No, come on now. Shush.
It's the sound you hear before you die.
You have reached the final level.
It's the sound of your all the hairs in your ear just like burning away.
Nice.
In the jungle, you might encounter a plant with 3 different flowers: one orange, one red, one yellow. The poison from the orange blossom of the tri-flower frond has been known to be distilled into a poison.
Red, orange, and yellow, and the orange one is the poisonous one?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Do I know about this flower?
Yeah, basically you know not to go near plants that have orange, yellow, and red blossoms.
And also a question for the DM, because like I know I've like dealt with it before a little bit, but I still don't totally grasp it. If I have proficiency with an herbalism kit, is that something I could do if I like pick those flowers? Is like actually like spend some time to like derive the poison?
Can you hear me? Zara?
Or is that like pretty strictly
that's
for
a
like
Xanathar thing.
potions?
Isn't there a poisoner's kit?
Because there is,
Yeah,
there
but
is
I
a
think they're
poisoner's
both good
kit.
for it.
But I think the poisoner's kit more like
that would be more.
comes with the poison.
That would replace a poisoner's kit. Would allow you to harvest poisons,
Okay, gotcha.
but you also can use a nature check. A person proficient in nature would be able to make a nature check to harvest poisons.
Okay. Gotcha.
Proficiency in a poisoner's kit would replace the needed nature proficiency.
I see. Gotcha. So the herbalism kit's really just good for, like, making potions, like healing stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Got it. That's fine. And surprisingly, the nature cleric is not proficient in nature.
Well, that seems silly.
Oh.
That is weird.
Yeah, I don't think it was an option.
For no or your background?
Yeah. Let me see.
What's your background?
Oh, your hermit background. I think that's where you get your
Choice.
that's where you get your herbalism kit proficiency.
Yes, totally.
But yeah,
Yeah, nature's not a choice for cleric. That's for sure. I know I would have taken it if I had the option.
okay.
We should have different options for each domain.
Yeah, see, I agree
in my-
100% with that.
Is it folk thing? Where I can make stuff?
Yeah.
Could I easily make a receptacle for the blowgun darts?
Possibly if you encounter a creature that has a stinger apparatus or a fang.
Or like reeds on the river? Bamboo?
Is there jungle bamboo?
That's his question. That's my question.
Yeah.
Maybe it
If I do some
depends.
searching.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
you've-
literally didn't have the option to take nature as a proficiency.
That's messed up.
Yeah, silly.
It just hasn't come up yet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jungle bamboo just taking over everything. They're like illithids of the plant kingdom.
Spreads.
Everyone hates them and they just spread
Your
everywhere.
proficiency in herbalism kit would give you the ability to identify a poison.
Oh, okay, that's helpful, actually. That's really helpful. That will probably come up.
Are you proficient in Arcana, Investigation, Medicine, Nature, or Survival?
Yes.
Yes, I'm definitely proficient in one or more of those.
Which ones are you proficient in?
I'm proficient in animal handling, medicine, persuasion, history, and religion. So medicine.
Your mastery of herbalism improves your ability to treat illnesses and wounds by augmenting your methods of care with medicinal plants.
Okay, cool. Rad.
Don't just tell me to put coconut oil on it. That is bullshit.
But it solves everything.
Fucking bullshit.
All right, with that, you are dismissed, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and go to bed. I think we've had a long day of chasing snake people and buying canoes and Musharib.
Hey,
That
what
was a
time of
big
day
endeavor.
is it? It's night now,
So
right?
approaching dusk.
Okay, gotcha.
You have a home here? You could have said
Oh no, we're all staying at the same place. I don't have a home here.
you said home.
Oh, a temporary home. Home is where you lay your head.
If you are allowed into the interrogation, the
Oh yeah, that's right.
princess will send word to you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Should we wait around?
I mean, they'll come find us.
It'll be
it sounds
several
like.
hours.
Oh, okay.
And as you're leaving Gold Throne, there's a crack of thunder as rain starts to pour from the sky. And you are drenched as you walk back to the Thundering Lizard.
I'm dancing in it.
Wet monkey flying with meat. Just
But you didn't get any meat.
You did not.
He did.
No.
Oh, I thought he grabbed it and ran away with it.
No.
Oh.
Like he saw the hand come up and he like snapped
okay.
at it.
Missed that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm dancing in the rain, like on our way back to like the inn, and as I'm dancing, I'm using minor illusion to like have like flower petals like at my feet and like maybe some ribbons like twirl like as I'm spinning.
Alright. I'm into it.
I pay little to no mind to the rain. Continue to eat and walk through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, neither does Alabaster. He doesn't seem to care.
Jade has her ears laid back.
Oh.
Okay. You guys make it back to the Thundering Lizard and you all dry off and, get comfortable, and eventually after about an hour or so the rain stops. And by then it's dark.
Cool.
You are more than welcome to converse with each other or residents or tavern goers as you wait to get word.
Is Musharib still there?
Musharib is not there.
He was at a different bar, I thought.
No, he was at the Thundering Lizard.
Oh, okay. He's got work in the morning.
Initially, you don't see Mushuri for a couple hours. But do you want to do anything else?
Who's there?
There's just any number of like. There's
Randos.
people who like look like they work out in the like. There's people that look like they hunt. There's like. There's,
Nice abs.
yeah.
Does everyone in this place have abs? Fucking A.
So,
There are people who look like they just work and live in town in the surrounding area. There's some people who look like they might make regular excursions out into the jungle. You know, is that a didgeridoo on there?
Possibly.
That's fucking awesome. We need more jungle didgeridoo in our
Didgeridoo bum over there.
in our lives.
Pedal. Like,
tomorrow,
chill with the didgeridoo. We got things to do.
Never.
tomorrow we are leaving the city, correct?
Yes.
That's the plan.
Yes.
Okay.
We have much to do.
I agree, and I'm getting the biggest of fan.
I might turn in for the night soon.
You don't receive any word back from the princes.
Lame.
I mean, that's their right.
So when we get back to the bar, I'm definitely gonna order a drink when we get there.
Yeah, you got a few. Like I'd say you got like 3 or 4
I'm gonna go up
hours,
to the barkeep and say 1 tej, please.
and you get a mug that is probably two teges for a gnome.
I'll bust out my tarot cards and just start shuffling them and
Okay.
just kind of thumbing through them.
You see a variety of hunters, guides, and explorers that are just like generally people who look like they work in and near the jungle, sift in and out of the bar. It's like loud, but not like overly raucous in here. I would like. So you bust out your tarot cards. You get a few people that come by and like get a few readings from them,
Sure.
and you sort of converse with them and pick their brain. I would like you to make a insight check.
Holy hell. That is a 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
You can learn a lot about someone by reading their future.
And in between, Kibas kind of looks over at you.
What are those for?
Divination. Determining the future. Or the past. Or the present. Or different variations of the future.
Professor Boggs, from your conversations with your conversations with knowledgeable peoples of Port Nyanzaru, you hear that bird folk inhabit a monastery that hangs on the side of a plateau many miles up the Oolong River. Or the Olong River, not Oolong.
Yeah.
The Olong River, Olung.
Wait, on a hilltop or a mountain?
The side of a plateau
On-
many miles up the Olong River,
Oh.
past the Laughing Gorge. The bird folk are holding the last royal heir of Chultz as their prisoner.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a rumor you hear.
Oh.
Would I know about these bird folk at all?
I don't think you find that out yet.
Okay, I'm not hearing this as
Basically,
Okay.
I would say
Not
that
paying
you're.
enough attention.
I mean, what are you doing for this evening of tavern?
sharpening my knives, eating meat, not drinking. Probably being very awkward as everyone's very loud around him. And
You have a few hunters come by and compliment you on your weaponry and the sharpness and your sharpening skills, and they converse with you a little bit about the jungle, and maybe ask where you come from. Do you converse back?
Maybe not the first one, but by like the second or third, he just kind of like.
Yes, I'm from deep within. This does not feel like my normal place I live. But you must keep your knife sharp. It's the only way to use them.
Your wits and your knives must be very sharp in the jungle. Can you make a wisdom or a insight check for me?
That makes about sense. That would be 3.
Yes, I agree.
Unfortunately, you do not pick up any rumors of the jungle. Jade.
Hanging out, kind of keeping an eye on everything, just chilling.
You see a tabaxi minstrel, not the same one you met earlier in the day, but another one come in,
Okay.
and he cries like a baby.
It's an interesting tune.
Yeah.
The baby loot.
I've not heard this one before.
Ode to baby raptors.
Should I go bank him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you can see it.
I miss my bub. Well, I saw him before, I guess.
He's a good bub. He's good. Yeah. He also probably turned it down a little bit too.
Oh, the monitor, yeah.
This Baxi says to you, I've not seen you here before in the city.
I come here via Baldur's Gate, where I currently reside. Anyway, the place.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
The old alma mater.
You guys speak of the homeland and, the urges of the cat lord that prompted you to leave. And you guys have a nice conversation for a couple hours while you drink. Make an insight check for me.
Insight. 18.
Ooh. This tabaxi imparts this information upon you. The jungle is full of nature spirits, weird little elemental creatures with masks. They don't speak, and I've never known one to be harmful, but their magical powers should not be taken lightly.
Bink him.
Bink that
Bink
jungle
that
raptor. Yeah, that is a rumor you learn.
Okay.
At this point, can I walk over to Othank and ask him what he's shuffling?
Yeah, go for it.
They are cards. They are called tarot cards. Similar to how the lizard folk will cast bones and runes to determine the future. Very similar.
I've never tried.
If you'd like, I can read your future. Or tell your...
He kind of looks at you questioningly.
I know. I don't think I wish to know. I know what will be my end.
Fair. We all end up in the same ends.
That is all I need to know about my future.
Yes, we all die and become food.
Petal,
Oh.
as you are sitting in the tavern, what are you doing?
Well, all I know is that at one point I remember that Kapesk has never seen a raccoon. So I use minor illusion discreetly to make a little raccoon appear at his feet and see what happens.
Kapesk.
Yes. I
You
already know where
see-
this is going.
A small furry rodent of some kind appear at your feet, and it has a ringed tail coloration, and the face is very similar to your new traveling companions, shield.
And he kind of looks at it just for a moment, and then his hand tries to dart at the creature.
Make a sleight of hand check.
That would be a 13.
Your hand passes through the thing, through the illusion.
The second his hand touches it, I want to make it just explode into butterflies.
Oh.
Butterflies fill a 5-foot cube before they disperse.
And then, fade away. And then Petal just starts, laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, way louder than as funny as it was.
Kapeska's concerned.
Heckin' bamboozled.
Yeah.
Alabaster, while she is laughing, will make a tiny little fez appear on Capest's head.
Oh,
The exact same fez.
Is it a physical fez?
No, it is an illusionary fez.
An illusory
And
fez.
Petal just loses it even more.
A Cholton fellow is also heartily laughing at all this, and he strikes up a conversation with you, Petal. He says, little gnome, you are very far from home. We do not have many of your peoples around here.
I'm very, very far from home.
But you appear to be one with very close to the natural world.
I try to be.
And then he just starts this conversation. You guys converse for a little while, and I would like you to make a insight check for me.
You got it. Well, let's see. What is my insight? That'll be an 11.
Okay.
Talk about gnome shit.
You do not ascertain any rumors at this time. How many, out of all of you, how many hours are you doing your tarot reading?
Maybe I'll just say 2 hours.
Okay, make one more insight check.
Not great. 7.
Okay. How many hours worth of conversation are you spending in this tavern?
Probably at least 2.
Make one more insight check for me. And the same goes for all of you. For each hour you're spending,
Okay.
make another insight check.
I would guess probably 2, because I would say that Petal would hang out in the bar for as long as people she knew were there, just drinking and telling stories and casting minor illusion. She's telling the stories and stuff like that.
Okay.
So one more. Oh, that's much better. So that'll be an 18 for my insight.
Ooh. You pick up this rumor. Perched atop a plateau overlooking the Aldani Basin is a ghost village. All the people there have disappeared. No one knows why. But you can reach the Aldani Basin by following the river Soshen Star.
What is the river called?
It's called Soshen Star. SoshenStar.
Gotcha.
And you know this to be the same river that your priest friend, your new priest acquaintance that you met today, the fort that she wishes to travel to is on this river.
Okay, gotcha.
I would say...
Wait, sorry, what was the village called again?
You don't get the name
Oh,
of
I
the
didn't.
village.
Okay, never mind.
I would say after the sharpening the knives, I would say I take the 2 hours as well, because I get into a conversation about how much better the job blade is than anything else the hunters are holding.
Okay. Make one more insight check for me.
Better, but still not great. That'd be 10 even.
Unfortunately, you do not get any rumors.
Nope.
Toward the end of the 2 hours, Musha Reeve appears. In a puff of smoke. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking do it.
He just Musha Reeve!
You've been Mushari.
Yeah.
You've been Mushari. Oh no.
All of your friends were Mujarib the whole time!
Everyone in the bar just pulls off masks.
Says, my clients. A pleasure to see you drinking.
Thank you, Musharib.
Perhaps you would like to drink with Musharib for a while?
I will be going to bed, but I'll buy you a drink.
Oh, come on, my human friend.
We have a busy day tomorrow. We've bought bug repellent and canoes and gourds and...
Drink with Musharib.
This guy has my funny bone.
Drink with Musharib for one more hour.
I can't say no to him. We're going to have a drink.
I'll stay.
I'll hang out and have a drink with Musharib for an hour.
All right, make another insight check. Anyone else who's staying with Musharib?
19.
All right.
16.
I don't think Capes could because he isn't drinking.
You okay?
Ugh, 7.
All right.
I'm going to sleep.
Go to sleep, lizard man.
I will see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say flavor-wise, Petal is definitely a little too drunk now to retain any information. And, like, she's probably just, like, laying on one of the bar tables doing, like, finger guns in the air with little stars coming out of her fingers.
My God.
And while Kazoo tries to catch them,
Yeah.
fails
He's
horribly.
like swooping. He swoops back to him. All right. So, Professor Boggs. Cholt had many kings and queens, but none was more beautiful than Queen Zalcor. Zalcore, I believe. 1 second. Gotta check the pronunciation guide. Yeah. None was more beautiful than Queen Zalcore. Thousands of warriors killed and died for her, but the only memorial of her reign is the Garden Palace of Nangalore, Nangalore, which lies near the eastern shore of the river Olung, north of Lake Luo, which is Luo. And Jade Skirt. Nope. Already got that one. Ooh, awesome. Cholt was once a playground for a green dragon. Her bones mark the location of a hidden treasure trove. If you travel to Mesro and head east across the Laughing Gorge, then south toward Kir Sabal, you might stumble on the dragon's bones and earn yourself a place in the history books.
I didn't get all that, but I'll get it for you later.
Okay. And with that, the night draws to a close. Musharib drunkenly stumbles out of the bar. Says, "See you tomorrow, clients, where we'll go into the jungle."
I love it.
Musharib!
Read out.
Yep.
I imagine
He
when he kicks the door.
He throws a tankard on the ground. He goes, "Musharib out!"
And like closes the door, but you can hear down the street.
For flavor, while I go up to my room, I would say while this is all going on, he does a small ritual over the jawbone.
Okay.
Cutting a small swath on his palm, and he kind of rubs the blood across it. And as he says it, in Draconic, he promises to his father that he will venture soon and find your mate. And as he says that, he goes, "Dion," as it glows.
Nice. Boggs, I'm going to give you one more rumor you hear.
Okay.
The great god Ubto once guided the people of Cholt. Then he tired of their constant warring and abandoned them. Since then, Choltans have turned to the worship of other gods, some of which were tricksters and deceivers. And with that, you stumble upstairs and fall asleep.
How was the sleeping situation going again? Was it everyone had their own room?
I
so.
think.
I think we were sharing.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure.
Were we sharing one?
Maybe we were.
Yeah, I think you were sharing one actually.
So, do you burst in the room?
Yeah.
In reaction, I would like to throw a hand axe at him.
Oh, jeez.
Make an attack roll.
Well, you're about to long rest.
Shield.
Sure. So that'd be 19 to hit you.
Oh, it still hits me.
Uh,
Wait, no, hold on.
How long has it been since our chase?
a few hours.
Oh,
or
never mind.
many hours.
Yeah, no, then it doesn't hit. If I cast shield, because I already had mage armor up,
Just
so that gives me an AC of 20 for that round.
just skims right off. Connects into the.
Yeah, it there's like a spark as the blade strikes off the arcane shield, and it ricochets off and bends itself into the wall.
Just turn around. What?
You opened the door very loud. Sorry, I was sleeping.
I'm sleeping in that bed.
The one.
The other bed. The one you're not in.
Yes.
Boggs, you remember that lizard folk are not accustomed to doors.
Yes. No, it's fine. That's why I sternly reiterated I'm sleeping in that bed. Sometimes you just have to be firm with these people.
He just stands up, walks over, pulls the hand axe out of the thing, and just puts it back.
Do not open the door so fast.
All right.
Shakes his head.
The party wakes up the
I
next
didn't kill
day.
you, yay! Oh god.
I know, right?
I thought about it after I did it, and I was like,
Yeah.
I could have legit killed you right now.
Yeah.
You could have.
I could have.
Yep.
Yep.
Or at least knock you out.
Yeah.
No, I would not have wholeheartedly.
That'd have been you wasting a potion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you didn't.
Yeah.
Or a medicine check.
Yeah.
He could have stabilized you.
Just run to the door, just slamming on it.
All right, the party wakes up in your respective rooms in the Thundering Lizard Tavern the next day. You have a few hours before you are to return to Father Zatembe. It appears that you have gathered all the provisions you need for this journey as you come down for breakfast.
Nice.
You will also have to find Undrill Silvertusk and Musharib, as they are part of your expedition as well.
And we need to go to the temple to get our
Reading.
meeting.
That's what I just said.
Oh.
Because we're
Father
meeting,
Zatembe.
and we're meeting our paladin there too. Yeah, Undrill. That's right.
She's a priest,
Priest. Half orc
not a
of
paladin.
Torum.
Yep.
Order of the Gauntlet.
Yes.
All right. Well, then let's head off. There's no better time than the present.
Do you guys want to do anything while you're having breakfast, or?
Nope. I'm.
I think
Nope.
Lucas kind of puts the meat on the table.
Enjoy.
Why not?
Just
Go
as
for
a quick reminder, you are to help deliver Silvertusk to Camp Vengeance,
Mm-hmm.
and she reports to Commander Niles and Breakbone.
Yep. And then, yeah, but she's meeting us at the divination temple.
With all of the things we have to do, what should we start with? Obviously, finding out why everyone's not coming back, correct?
I think we need to initially make our way into the jungle as a fact-finding. So it's a somewhat of a... This journey is just to go in there and find information. It sounds like we have a lot of leads to chase. I don't like the sounds too much of that that evil paladin, the one who is the cause of all of the undead. Seems like that would be the...
You'll remember that Bourne is marked on the map.
Yep. And that's the way we have to go anyways.
Correct. Camp Vengeance is meow.
Mm-hmm. I feel Camp Vengeance is a good spot.
And some of you know that the city of Umbala is here.
So I say we make our way to get the Shield Guardian, drop off our friend at Camp Vengeance. They will have more information about the goings-on of the jungle than we will.
And then from there, I believe the other... I don't know if I know about the other place.
So then we go for
It is marked on the map.
Okay.
metallic shield guardian first.
Yes.
And then we go to the camp of vengeance.
Yes. And then from there, see what they can tell us.
You know that you will want to return the Shield Guardian to Wakanga
If I can
with the
return
control
that
amulet.
Shield Guardian, I will get much power. Which will help us on our journey.
Power.
Very many spells.
Okay. So shield guardian first.
So yeah, we
He's
make
pretty much good. At the end of breakfast, he goes,
I think you should do that thing with ice on this.
Oh, sure. I'll ray of frost the meat.
so that would be 3 days with meat left. I'm hungry boy.
Frozen meat.
Because I'm a hungry boy.
So I will preface travel in the jungle with that. You can travel 2 hexes. Basically, on foot, you can go 1 hex a day. If you travel by river or lake, you can travel 2 hexes a day. Travel up and down the river is the same. The rivers are sluggish, so sluggish that the current is almost imperceptible.
Jeez.
That is a lot of travel. We only have 30 days to do this shit?
No, you have
Oh.
an undetermined amount of time.
Oh, okay. I thought we were under the gun.
Actually, I think Syndra said that the clerics guessed she had approximately 80 days
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
till she perished.
Gotcha.
It would be faster to travel by boat.
That's why we bought the boats. Let's boat.
Hey, wait, does one of us... We have the map out, probably.
You
Yeah.
have a copy of that map.
Yeah. If we
Basically,
travel by boat, I mean, I agree.
without the hexes, obviously, but
The Guardian is good, but we could stop at the Camp of Vengeance
Yes.
first.
I say take the Guardian with us to the camp, since we'll be right next to it.
Okay.
Why do you think we should go to the camp first, Professor?
It would just be if we travel straight down the river,
Oh.
we would not have to stop.
Oh, that's fair. Well, here's the thing. If we go by way of the Guardian first, then we have extra help for getting the Guardian, because when we get to the camp, that's when we lose Undrill.
Kind of thinks about it for a second.
If you wish.
If the Shield Guardian is still there, I imagine something is keeping it. We may need help killing it.
I will kill it.
Fair?
I like him.
All
He's got a
right.
good assessment of
I
his
will.
ability.
I say let's go ahead and leave to the temple. We have a reading and a Undrill to pick up, and then we can get out of town. I'm ready to start this adventure.
Same here.
Very soon after leaving the tavern.
Another barrel gets chucked at us.
No. This one's on fire.
Before I leave the tavern, because it's been kind of, minus the fact that he's enjoyed it, it has been kind of a burden to just carry on a giant sack of meat. He kind of walks up to the bartender and goes,
Can you use this? Will you be able to feed people with this?
just a
I'm
giant sack
yes,
of meat.
but aren't you about to go into the jungle?
Yes, but I have rations. I will take half if you wish for the rest. It was more meat than I expected.
Sure. He takes how much do you have left?
1.5 days of meat.
He takes half a day's meat.
2.5 days of meat.
Okay.
I had 3, sorry.
Oh, okay. He'll take 1 day's worth of meat off your hands, I guess. Sounds like
Makes it a lot.
hadrosaur stew tonight, I guess.
I'm keeping the bone. It's for stock.
Jungle
Well, that would make a good stew.
Just walks away.
Oh.
Doesn't want to sit and talk about stew.
All right. So a few minutes into your travels out into the streets up northward toward the Temple of Sabras, the tabaxi known as Belle approaches you, Jade.
Oh.
She says, "Hail and well met, fellow follower of the Cat Lord, fellow Meow Meow."
What is new pussycat?
Whoa, whoa. She extends her hand, and in it you see a pouch. She says, "Thank you for your generosity."
I take it your bet. What was in your favor?
It did. There's a dead mouse inside. No, I'm just kidding.
You earned that.
Yeah, you earned it. You look like you did not know how to hunt. I'm showing you. No.
I got this for you.
I got.
It's in front of you.
No. She says, "Yes, my wager turned out very well, and now you are reaping the rewards."
May I ask again what the wager was?
Oh, it's just a game of chance, but luck was on my side. And she winks at you, and she puts the pouch in your hand.
Who do you play this game of chance with?
Just the locals.
Other Tabaxi?
No, mostly Choltons.
Have you been out in the jungle?
No, I have not. I've been plying my trade as a minstrel. Performing music, you see. She shows you this lute she has. But thank you for assisting me, and here's your reward.
Thank you. Anytime.
She does a deep bow, and she disappears into the crowd. You look in the pouch, and she has repaid you tenfold. So you 10 gold for your generosity. And then, as you all... Do you guys have the map? The map of the city? Did I take it back?
Yeah.
I took it back.
In that process, Capes walks up to you. Did she give you a dead mouse? No. Sorry.
No.
Are you going to eat that?
Are you going to eat that?
There we go. 4-9 through. Alright, as you guys are heading north, past the middle gate, which is called the Jaws of Ubto. You begin to hear horns begin to sound, and people begin to rush around, and you hear a guard call out, "Undead approaching Malar's throat. The temple to Timora is besieged." As more horns start to blare, what do you guys do?
Let's go check that out.
Hold up. Are we level 2 now?
Oh yeah, you're level 2 now.
Oh,
I forgot to mention that. You're level 2 now.
Before we get
Oh.
into this,
my world got a lot different.
I told you you were going to be level 2 when you woke up. Oh, you're going to... Oh, yeah.
Those aren't bad at all.
who knows?
You'll see.
Spooky.
Yeah, right? Wookie.
Spoopy.
Yep.
Spoopy wizard skills.
Oh, I see. So that's this place that leads out to the jungle. Kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Undead.
Corbett had brief visions in his sleep of things to come during the day.
Did they involve undead?
Oh no, he doesn't get to remember them when he wakes up. They're very situational. Kind of like deja vu.
Basically, he'll know it when he experiences it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
a black cat will appear.
Yeah.
And then walk by a second time.
Yep.
So you know
A
there's
glitch
in
in, yeah, glitch in the matrix. He is the one.
Whoa.
Whoa!
I am.
I know kung fu.
I do know.
All right.
Are we all gonna lock eyes and
Yeah.
I would say
Thundercats ho. Yeah.
God damn it.
It's a tabaxi pun. You get it.
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
I said Thundercats ho.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna take off.
If there are undead here, we should help. They
Right.
will only breed more.
Make
Agreed.
some more dead.
I would like to rush.
Rush that away?
Yes, agreed.
I'd say contest rushes in.
As fools are wont to do.
Hey,
Aha!
I'm neither wise nor intelligent,
Alright, make
but I
some
am
room.
dexterous and very strong.
Make some room for me.
Okay.
What's that dagger? Is it just +1?
+1. It looks kick-ass.
That's
Don't say I never did nothing for you.
Yeah.
How much room?
This much room.
Perfect. Then I think you're good.
I'll need some figurines. too.
What's these books?
I'll need 13 miniatures of some variety.
Of some variety. Okay. Then I'm gonna go run and go ahead and grab you some 13 minis.
just +1 and +1 to attack.
+1 to
And
hit
damage.
and +1 to damage.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Which is great for assassinating people.
You have skeletons and zombies.
Just gotta hit that AC.
And a ghoul.
So you just gotta hit that AC. I will say, leading into this this run up, when I heard undead, I would have cast mage armor on myself.
I'm into that.
When we get into these situations, we should probably keep in mind that my speed is 25 because I'm a little bitty thing. So if we're like
Looking at
like we're rushing to something, I'd probably start like lagging behind everyone.
Kazoo could carry you.
I'd be extra into that.
Oh, that's so
If you just, if I imagine if you just said, like, if I saw you flagging from behind, I would just command Kazoo to carry you.
Nice.
How much do you weigh, Pedal?
35 pounds.
Which is under half of his total encumbrance, because he can carry 120 pounds.
nice.
And he has a fly speed of 30 feet, so that would allow her to keep up with us. I imagine it's half speed when you're
15
carrying.
times 8?
Can it be more of a piggyback situation than being carried? Is that possible?
Well, you wouldn't be able to fly.
Hmm?
Because his wings are on his back. If you
Yeah,
were
so he couldn't
piggy-
piggyback
you
him.
couldn't
He would have to
really
hold
fly.
you, like, under your arms.
Okay. That's true.
But how about
He
him?
could fly and hold you under by the arm.
That's fine.
Under arm.
But it would only be like, I imagine for the sake of keeping up, it would probably be like 5 feet off the ground or something.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
not like going crazy high,
Cool.
because he could pop at any minute, and then you would fall to your death.
Oh,
Yeah.
good call.
Oh,
Yeah, 8 times 15, which is 120, right?
I think so. Hold on.
That's 30 times 4.
Yep.
So that's
120.
okay.
Yeah, 120.
Well, you can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity. So 30 times your strength score. So yes.
Also, dragging somebody against their will or when they're passed out is half movement, but I think if they're allowing you to do it,
Oh yeah.
they're that light.
Yeah. If he was a tiny creature, he would be halved, but he's small.
Yep.
Okay.
Run.
So yes, Kazoo can pick you up and carry you.
So you're keeping pace with us. His little legs kicking.
Yeah, definitely. And the consensus was that I wouldn't be able to talk to him because he's not a beast. He's like Fae, right?
Correct.
So I'd say like several times I probably like tried to talk to him like I would like a normal just like small beast, and I'm like still a little confused as why I can't talk to him. But like, I'm also just chalking it up to like whatever is the reason that you can just poof him, which
Yeah.
I still also don't understand.
But either way, now you have a little beast of burden.
Yeah.
You have your own mount. We can all ride horses. You get carried by a monkey. That's going to come in really handy.
Yep.
Especially like, oh, we're in the water. Something tips the boat.
Yep. And I'm 3 feet tall.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I stay conscious.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what's your fur color / pattern? I remember you mentioning it, but I do not fully remember because I did not take note.
Kind of like that cat that was in here earlier. No,
Gray
it's
and-
more of a Bengal.
No, way prettier.
Did these tiles come with the module when you bought it?
No, the tiles came with this.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. And they just did a newer set. This is actually the
very
older
pretty.
set.
Got it.
Okay.
And they went out of print for a while, and then...
Oh, neat. And this is dry erase?
Yeah. That is actually Sharpie, which you can also Sharpie on that, and then either use alcohol or dry erase.
Yeah, cool.
I got that for like $20 at Guardian.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's real nice because you can draw in Sharpie, and then just like it won't smear and stuff like that. So, da, 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 da.
I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's enough. Why do they have this plastic?
Because they're part of the board game. Because they're soft and squishy and easily broken.
I see. I see. Come hither.
Just make the rounds. Get the loves.
The loves.
Hi, Briscoe. Hello, sweetie. Hello, sweetheart. You have such beautiful eyes.
No, give us some battling music. Poor favor. When Kirk fought Kirk. It's like my favorite scene from Cable Guy.
I think I'm gonna wait till he's like 2, maybe, but
What?
like, I can't wait to get the baby a puppy. It's gonna happen. It's been so long
You don't
since
get
I've
the
owned a
baby
dog.
puppy, you get yourself a puppy.
Well, yeah. But it's gonna be nice because the baby gets to grow up with him or her.
Yeah, that is for sure.
It's gonna be amazing. It has been way too long since I've had a dog.
Could have had yourself a free cat.
Right?
Nope.
I too am also not the biggest cat person.
Nope.
I enjoy other people's cats.
Love being able to go to a person's house and pet that cat. Love that I don't have to take him home.
Yeah.
What is it about cats? They're the easiest pets to own.
Yeah.
Litter
Well,
box.
yeah.
Litter box and
Oh.
they're
Well, you have a house. That makes a litter box a lot easier. But
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
I get it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just a dog person, I guess.
yeah. Agreed.
I like playing a cat in D&D.
Yeah. When I have the zombie sounds, but this should be
There we go.
good.
Damn, these guys aren't fucking around.
Do you need more?
No, I'm good. Yeah, you approach the scene of like this temple is just pretend like there are windows wherever they're trying to like smash their way in through. There is just this big grouping of undead creatures all about.
So we all rush up on that from like this side.
Okay, I want
Yeah.
to 3 spell slots, right? I think so.
Yeah, I did. So did you.
Yeah, cool.
I made a note on your character sheet.
Oh, rad, yeah. I'm like still kind of half trying to use the electronic one. Like,
Well, it's all good.
I don't know if I like it yet. I'm considering spending $3 to like do the like full version, so it like instantly levels you and stuff.
Oh, the character sheet app?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Totally.
think it's worth the $3.
It's a, yeah, 'cause it's the same one that Aaron uses,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I use it too, but I've switched to Fight Club 5
Okay.
just because it has all the spell input stuff.
It's-
Oh, that's cool.
It's by the same guys who make my DM one that I use in my
Yeah.
Okay.
And Fight Club
Oh,
5,
okay.
I would say probably, like, they both have pluses and minuses. That app levels better.
Mm-hmm.
This one makes you do a lot more input yourself for leveling.
Yeah, 'cause
but
this one made just character building crazy easy, which
Yeah.
is nice.
But this one makes it to where, like, you have to go in and download all of them, but you can find all the import files for all the spells and all that good
That's
shit,
pretty
and then,
cool.
like, full spell descriptions, and you can roll dice in the app if you want. So it's
Yeah.
more of like a DM tool for that one. But
Got it.
the spell descriptions, if you're playing a spellcaster, super fucking useful.
Yeah, because I use, what is it called? Just like 5e spellbook.
Yeah.
One day we might be able to afford D&D Beyond.
That would be nice.
Fuck, that's so expensive.
Yeah, but man, if you get the platinum version, you just share it with a whole party.
Well,
or
and that's the
more.
thing, is like
How
with
much
the
is it?
amount of D&D we play, it'd be so worth it.
It's upwards near 200 to 300 for the whole thing. For
Jesus.
everything.
But that's like all of the adventures that
That's
are out.
all the adventures, all the books.
Wait, you get so it's like going forward new adventures, like it gets.
No, that's up. And it's gonna go up every time a new adventure comes out.
Oh, okay.
That's like current.
Okay.
But like that's up to date now. Plus, I'm guessing Ravnica and Eberron, and it allows for passing that shit around to a bunch of other people.
Oh, so like you get one and then everybody can use
Like
it.
the DM gets it and everyone uses it.
Yeah, that'd
Oh.
be nice.
That is cool.
Yeah, because like, what, this is campaign 5, right? No, 4.
At the moment.
Yeah, but then if
There will be
Dragon Heist will be 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I start up
It's a lot.
not this Sunday, but
Yeah,
next
you should all
Sunday.
roll.
Is when I start running that campaign.
Oh, that's fun.
We make
Okay.
cards last time.
Yes.
I brought them in. I swear I did. It was just a little stack of, like a little pyramid of cards.
I don't know.
I'm guessing I go last.
Why is that?
Here.
My initiative is 3.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Do you wish to be set down, or do you wish to stay?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Well,
Because
I
you can
guess if
fly you
we're-
up over the top of them if you feel that works best.
No, I think once I'm in battle, at least until I'm like more familiar with Kazoo, I'd probably want to be put down.
Fair, because
Especially if like we're currently only like 5 feet off the ground.
it would be up to me to determine like your movement, and that would be weird.
That'd be weird. Exactly. So yeah,
Because
I'd say
we wouldn't really have
until
time
we,
to talk about it.
until we like have more practice with it, which like we could eventually like kind of more like
Make like formations
strategize.
and stuff.
Yeah, like I'd be into it, but as of right now,
Fair.
I would say
20 and up? Anybody? 15 to 20?
15.
10 to 15.
11 for Roz.
11 for Roz. You got which one?
14.
14?
Say Ross would go here.
1 second.
Oh. Did you pre-roll your initiative for these guys? That's cool.
I just rolled it.
Gotcha.
11, Roz?
Yes, please.
Alright, pedal.
3.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Kazoo. My bad. Kazoo doesn't mention his initiative, so I'm going to assume it's the +2 dex. So Kazoo goes on my initiative of 15.
Okay.
I'd like to roll initiative for my sword.
You don't get Okay.
Don't tell my sword.
I won't. As you come across up to this temple, it is it's a blocky building. But it looks like it serves a good function as a sturdy place of refuge. But you can see that there are undead swarming all around it. 1 second, let me... Let me get all these monsters on the list here. As you go ahead and place yourselves on the map, like you're actually going to be coming in from the Roz and Jess's side of the board.
Okay.
Oh, so we're coming in like this way?
Yeah.
And the tiles are
5 foot squares.
okay. I would be pretty far back, only because I would make sure to stay within about
I would
60 feet.
definitely.
Well, put yourself on the map.
Okay.
I would definitely say, especially if you're far back anyway, I'd probably like I'm assuming Kazoo would kind of like put me down near you.
Yeah.
So like that works out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like way in the back.
Would you rather be up near me or near me?
Probably closer to you.
Maybe one back?
Sure.
And Kazoo will be a D4.
That works.
Kazoo would probably be here since he just dropped 2 off.
True.
Blink.
One second. So there's 1, 2.
Sure, about level 3 character. After this fight.
Yeah, no kidding. If we survive.
I mean,
I believe in us.
I believe in you all as well.
Roz as a person may see this and think he may have run into it over his head. Kapeski as a character believes he can destroy every single one of these motherfuckers.
I have faith in you.
Thank you. Nice.
I hope you all have backup characters planned.
Ah,
Thought we'd at least get out to the jungle first, but
I don't think this battle will be.
Hi. You're in such a good mood. You want all the people to pet you. Hi. Make a friend. right? Just love me. I'll just lay here and be petted.
Okay. You hear cries of people that are inside, and then as you approach, you see what appears to be a pale looking Cholton person.
I
I do not believe so.
It's the palest Cholton I know.
With like an unusually long tongue slathering out of its mouth, and it's got these wicked looking claws, and you see a blue triangle imprinted on on the creature's forehead.
Interesting.
We know that.
But
And it seems to be instructing this skeleton and this zombie to try and break down the door. And then it sees you all, and
So wait, is this side of the temple open, or is this a wall?
that's a wall. Basically, think of this as the roof. There's like two, like taller, like towery things, and this is kind of like a dome situation.
oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so I didn't draw the windows, but there are windows pretty much like spaced every couple squares across.
And these guys are facing like they're trying to get in.
A couple of like these guys are trying to get in. This whole group is just kind of like shambling about, looking for something to attack, basically.
Okay.
As you approach, this creature sees you all begin to approach, and it runs down the stairs and points your direction and mutters something in a sort of garbled language you can't really understand, and all the creatures standing around turn to you and begin to lurch forward. And that's the end of that thing's turn. Alabaster Boggs, you are up.
All right.
And his man Kazoo. His boy Friday.
Right. Good old Kazoo. I will take a shot at the.
I think with the blue is a zombie.
Okay, he's a zombie.
Yeah.
He's gonna get chewed up. By these guys real quick. But you know,
There are 4 fleshy zombie-like creatures and 7 bony constructs.
I'll take a shot at this fellow right here, from where I'm standing with a ray of frost.
Okay, 60-foot range.
Yes, sir.
The zombie that's not the blue zombie.
This guy.
Okay.
This guy's gonna get mauled. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Nice. I believe that is a D8, but let me double check.
It is
It is. Nice.
a D8 of the cold variety.
Frosty motherfucker.
Frosty.
6 damage. Cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10.
6 cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10. There's a stick.
Awesome.
Okay.
And then, Kazoo will move forward and use the help action on this guy.
Okay.
1, 2, 4, 5,
We might not make it.
20. Alright, so he was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're right, he won't. It's not close enough. So I will just have Kazoo move into position right over here.
Okay. Alright. That brings us to Jade.
I'm gonna run up here. Wait. Here. And hold my action until, knowing Kapesk a little better, I'm gonna wait till he gets within range of
What action are you holding?
a crossbow. Pull out my crossbow and hold a shot until
Okay.
Kapesk is in.
Melee with
Melee.
this zombie creature.
Exactly.
Okay. That brings us to the zombies. Hi, yeah, you're just totally in the way. This zombie will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, I can move 30. Doop, doop. Nope, they can only move 20 because they're zombies. I double checked.
Fucking fast zombies. Wow, that guy can only move 10.
No, I was back there.
Cause that's the one I shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he can only move half speed anyway.
This zombie is gonna dash.
More like speed walking.
Zombies. The Dawn of the Dead variety. This zombie is going to... Let's see.
Half speed, remember.
No,
Not
this
that-
guy's half
not-
speed. I didn't shoot this one.
Oh, I thought you shot that one.
I figured this guy was gonna get chewed up by you guys.
Oh,
So
whoops. My bad. It's not paying attention. Dang it.
Yeah, just the closest thing I can get to. It's gonna shamble up here. 5, 10, 15, and make an attack. What's your AC, Jade?
15, it's on the card.
Oh, that's true. It's gonna slam into you with its undead fists and deal 4 points of damage to you. That brings us to the skeletons. Skelly bellies.
But you just saw the white ones?
No. So the black ones and the white ones that look like skeletons, and that one skeleton card over there are all the skeletons.
Oh, okay.
So these 3 are zombies. That's a zombie. That's something else. That's the one with the triangle and the thing.
I see. Okay, got it.
Jacob and the Argonauts up in here.
No. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move them all, right? Not this one. All right, these two are gonna shoot at disadvantage at the wizard.
I'm actually further back than that, I think. I was 60 feet away from the target, but we didn't have space off the map. So, whatever that would equals.
I mean, they have a range of 300.
Oh, then yeah, take some shots.
Yeah, it'll be disadvantage.
Yeah, word.
These 3 will shoot at Corbin. These 2 will shoot at Kapesk. And these 2 will shoot at Petal. And they will be within range.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's 80.
Oh, these guys aren't melee undead. They're range undead. Who gave these guys crossbows? Who gave these guys
They're
crossbows?
short bows.
Come on!
So the first 3 at Corbin. What's your... Oh, never mind. I can find your AC.
Well, it's 15 right now
Oh, okay.
because I cast mage armor on
All right.
myself.
One does not hit. The other one does not hit. And 3 missed shots. 2 at Capes. At disadvantage. Double 4s.
Your turn to read me.
That I think hits regardless. Non-natural 20 is the lower.
That hits.
You take 5 points of piercing damage. And then the last 2 have range on pedal, and so they're gonna shoot.
Do it.
11. It's
Does
not
not
hit.
hit?
A non-natural 20 will hit you for 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I think that's all them. And then the zombies go.
And there to go.
Oh, no, they already went.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, that brings us to, sorry, I got it backwards. Capes, you're up.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna get real mad about the fact that I just got shot.
Yeah.
And in that process, just yank out the bolt and throw it to the ground.
Okay.
And then rush forward into this clump of baddies. Right here.
Okay.
And swing. So right here, 5, 10, 15, 20. I can make it either. I'm going to go for the Skelemen who have brandished their bows.
Okay.
With the jaw blade.
Make an attack.
Yes. I did not call reckless. I got
Nope.
a natural 1.
Okay, so you miss.
Eesh. Do you have reckless already? Is that?
Yeah, reckless is 2.
Oh, nice.
And you only have 1 attack, so...
Sure. Nope.
Yep. You take a mighty swing, and the creature kind of lurches out of the way as you fly. It flies wide. That brings us to Petal.
Alright, I am going to... whichever one hit me for damage, I'm going to shoot with a guiding... Well, no, just Sacred Flame for now. So they need to make a dex save.
Okay. That would probably be... It was the second one. It's the one not directly in front of Capes, but the skeleton that's catty corner to it.
You got it?
And you have range of 60 feet, right?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Okay.
So they need to make a dex save. My spell DC is 12, I think.
Yep. No, they do not make it. Roll damage.
And just a straight 1d8, right?
1d8 of radiant damage.
1 radiant damage.
Okay. You watch as radiant flames crawl across the creature, and you see bits of like tattered armor scraps ignite with
Okay.
radiant fire, but quickly goes out. It looks slightly singed.
I'm then going to use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh on my mace. And I wouldn't say I'm charging into battle, but I will move my 25 feet closer to everyone.
All right, move yourself up.
There we go.
All right, top of the round.
Can I take my shot?
Yes. Well, I
Did
will.
just
I will say
specify that guy specifically.
no.
but
Well, what?
I meant until to put like somebody else is in range of one of the other.
Well, I will say that you're now in melee, so it'll be disadvantage. But I will say that you
If
can,
I'm shooting at a different guy.
because something's in melee with you, it's disadvantage. But I will say you can make a melee attack against your assailant right now if you like.
I do have claws.
You also have a dagger.
It's not like an action to pull out.
No.
Okay. Then I'll pull out my...
Unsheathing one weapon is a free action in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially if one you're used to using.
I'll pull out my obsidian dagger and take a swipe at that zombie.
Yep, that's a zombie.
14 to hit.
Yeah, you hit it. Shockingly, zombies do not have a high AC.
15. You rolled a 9, right? Or 10? Because you have a +1 to hit.
+6.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Never mind. Sorry.
That's you. I already.
I
added
saw the
one.
dice wrong.
I already added one into that.
Dig it.
6 points of. Is it magical slashing damage?
It is magical slashing damage. That was not the zombie that was frost bolted, or ray of frosted. So, how much? 6 damage?
6.
Okay. Yeah, you cut into it. You stab this creature as it lurches towards you. Top of the round. You were just like in the most awkward spot.
Oh.
15.
Kind of thought you meant me because I was just like
a literal dog.
Yeah.
Literal dog.
Literal dog.
Literal dog.
This creature's gonna run up and try and claw you.
Is it now?
Capesk.
Is it now?
It is. I'm guessing a 23 hits.
It does.
Okay, you take 10 slashing damage, reduced to 5.
Yes.
And you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
That's 13.
You feel a wave of paralysis wash over your body, but you shake it off.
Shake it off.
Your lizard-like primal rage. Good game, by the way. Courses through your veins, and you shake off this paralyzing effect. That brings us to Alabaster Corbin Boggs.
Alabaster, now realizing that there are a lot of ranged attackers on the map, in this general area is going to cast Fog Cloud. And Fog Cloud will cause a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range, which is 120 feet. The sphere spreads around corners, and the area is heavily obscured. Lasts for the duration until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it. So that would...
Where is it centered exactly?
I'm putting it over, like, right past Capesk, so it would block the line of sight for ranged attacks for basically everybody from the baddie going back. So 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20, this general area.
All right. Capesk, you witness this cloud of fog suddenly swirl into existence in front of you. They're heavily obscured?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So everybody basically immediately behind the melee enemies.
Is the enemies engaged with Capesk in the cloud?
No. They're already in melee. I wanted to leave them unobscured.
Okay,
make
so
better
the
targets
cloud
that
is
way.
just behind this creature with the blue triangle.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I like it.
I was also going to say...
What are the dimensions of the cloud?
20 foot
Tall?
radius sphere. Yeah, height.
Oh, it's a sphere. Okay,
Boom.
cool. All right, so it's like a hemisphere, a 20-foot tall hemisphere.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Because what would you like to do with your monkey?
Kazoo will move in, and he will offer the... can he get to the big baddie to do the help action without incurring an attack of opportunity since he can fly?
Yeah, I would say you can like kind of land on top of it.
Yeah, he's going to land on top of him and use the help action for my man over here.
The help action, remind me what that does.
That gives advantage to the next person to hit him.
Okay, I'm into it. So this monkey lands on this creature that you're fighting, Kapaska, and just starts, like, pulling on its ears and, like, you know, like, fish hooking it and, you know, just kind of, like...
Monkeying around.
You said it.
Hey, he's a monkey. Yes. There's some monkey business going on in front of you.
You said it too.
Okay.
That brings us to Jade.
Oh.
You are in melee with this zombie. You can...
I'm gonna stab it again with my obsidian dagger that I have out.
Alright, make an attack roll, please.
If only it was an ice zombie.
16.
Dragon Glass.
Yeah.
16 to hit. That hits. Roll damage, please.
5 points of magical slashing damage.
Alright, you take another good chunk out of this zombie. The dagger cuts deep, and you're doing some damage, but it's still coming at you.
Can I put my crossbow thing away and get another dagger out?
Yeah.
Or is that...
No, I'll allow that.
You know that right?
But,
I rolled a natural one.
well, I was just about to say, you do have the uncanny, or you have the cunning action. You can disengage as a bonus action now if
I'm
you...
gonna disengage as a bonus
Well,
action.
I was gonna say you can use your luck rolls to re-roll an attack or a dice roll made against you. Can I use a luck roll to have her re-roll that attack?
I mean, if she wants to go through with that attack, I just wanted to remind her of her new ability she has.
Yeah. No, I'll expend a luck to let her re-roll that. The slash?
Yeah. Okay. The attack roll?
Yeah, the one that you bricked on.
Pretty hard. 11.
Wait, the lucky feat?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You can only affect... That's only your attack.
Okay,
Oh.
never mind then.
Yeah,
Alright,
okay.
I misunderstood.
I thought we were talking about divination things.
Oh no, the portent, I know that one.
Yeah, okay.
That's different.
I would like to disengage then.
Okay, you can move away
I can move away.
any direction you want to go.
Hmm.
You have 30 feet of movement.
I still kind of want to get up in it.
So...
Wait, if I go on this side, is that advantage?
No.
You have to be like
Yeah, you
shoulder
have to
to
be,
shoulder
like-
with him.
Or you'd have to be like...
Oh yeah, no, yeah, never mind. You have to be there.
But that's like a tower. That's
Yeah,
like
it's like
a really
building,
tall
so-
thing. Are you want advantage, or you're trying to get sneak attack?
Don't I have to have advantage to get sneak attack?
It helps.
If an ally is within 5 feet of you, you just
Like anyone who hits him has advantage. Whoever the next person is that hits him.
I'll come back here then.
Yeah. Like, as long as
But
What's up?
that can
any
go
of us
away.
are within 5 feet of someone, you have sneak
That
attack.
could go away because he's pretty fragile.
yeah. So sneak attack is
Kazoo. Matter of fact, I probably should have held off on that.
sneak attack is if you have advantage or if you have an ally within 5 feet.
Okay, yeah. Got it.
So, so you move, you disengage. Do you have anything else you want to do on your turn? Anything you want to say, or
No.
Okay, cool. That brings us to Zomboners.
Good luck seeing nerds.
Let's see here. There we go. The one that's the blue one is going to shamble on over to Jade and attack. For 4 points of bludgeoning damage. The one that is next to the ghoul, yes, is going to attack Kapesk. That's also 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
What'd you roll?
18 plus 4.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 2
Or
points.
18 plus 3, so.
Okay, that's 2 points.
Yep. The 2 that are in the fog cloud are gonna come shambling. That one, yeah, is gonna shamble up next to the ghoul and attack Capes because it's catty corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
12 plus 3, 15.
Just hits.
That'll be 4 reduced to 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And the last one will zombie straight forward. Let's go forward 20. And then catty corner. It's 25, so 15 more feet. And then, no, one more catty corner toward Bog.
Toward box.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dashing.
Yeah, one more catty corner. Yeah, he's dashing. He's done. The skeletons can't see. The one in melee with Capes is going to swing a sword at him, short sword at him. An 11 does not hit.
Nope.
The one next to the zombie, catty corner to the other skeleton, is going to move forward 15 and up 15 towards Petal. Yep. Misses with a natural 1. The other 4 that are behind the fog cloud are going to dash 60 feet forward through the fog cloud.
They move much faster than zombies.
Yeah, 10 feet faster.
Damn.
Okay, this is here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 is here. So
10 more feet and then diagonal there. Yeah, stop there.
and then everyone else just around the same area.
Yeah, they're all just going to clamber on through.
60.
Well, it bought us around. Of not getting shot.
30, 40, 50, 60. Yep. And undead army comes coming out of the fog.
Shit.
And that brings us to Kapesk's turn. There's a monkey on this ghoul.
Having advantage, I'm going to swing straight at him.
Do it. Strike him down.
Well, oh yeah, advantage.
Yes.
Great.
Advantage.
Thank you. That, on the other hand, is an 18 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage. On the ghoul.
That is
The ghoul.
Nice.
10, 12, 14 points of damage.
Ooh, nice shot. Yeah, you strike a heavy blow into this creature,
With a monkey assist.
and it hisses at you as,
I hiss back.
yeah, it cuts a deep line into it, and it would be a lot of blood, but it's kind of like pretty congealed.
Gross.
Yeah, like it doesn't have much blood moving in its veins. You can take a bite as a bonus attack.
Yes, because I didn't have to use it for rage. Yes, as a special thing, I can furiously, what is it? Hungry Jaws once per long rest.
Once per long rest.
I believe it is once per long
Okay.
rest. I can
Do
double check,
it.
but I know it's at least they still have one.
Yep.
I would like to take a bite.
Do
Bite
it.
Action.
You still have advantage.
Do I still have it?
He used his whole turn to use the help action.
I
Oh no, next. Hold on, that might not be right. Yeah, no, it's just the one. It's just the next action.
you bite down, and the creature
Wait, hold
like,
on. You can
definitely
really-
dodges out of the way.
Yeah, if your ally attacks the target before your next turn. Oh, the first attack roll is made with advantage.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
The creature dodges out of your bite.
Got it.
All right, that brings us to Petal.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm in your zone.
Hmm?
Said Sorry, I'm in your zone.
Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna do something I might regret, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Turn undead?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could.
I mean,
It's kind of your thing.
I like that.
they're all there. They're literally all there.
We can wait one more day before going out in the jungle.
Okay. I was gonna.
It's almost like I engineered that.
I was gonna do a different thing, but that is a solid point. So I'm going to.
Oh, whoops.
What?
You hit the ghoul for 12?
16.
16? Okay. I wrote down the wrong stat block. 16. No, it's not dead, but it's real fucked up.
Yeah.
I wrote down gas
I'll
stuff.
do it.
Oh, yep, nope.
Yeah, it's really hurt.
So all of them are within 30 feet of me, right? Right now.
Yeah.
10, 15.
Okay, yeah, it's worth them.
Yes.
I will turn undead.
Yeah.
I will pull out my shield.
What kind of undead do you turn into?
Um,
That's my job.
I'll pull out my shield and I will present my holy symbol and the little emeralds for the raccoon's eyes kind of glow.
Yeah.
And I channel divinity, turn undead, which let's see, it just pretty much makes them all run away, right?
Well, they have to make saves.
Okay.
What's the save? Is it a wisdom saving throw?
Is actually wisdom, yep.
Wisdom against your DC of 12.
Yes.
Okay. We'll do the ghoul first.
Oh wait, a bonus action there. Damn.
But you have a reaction.
You have a reaction.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Nice.
Someone help me keep track
Keep
of all
in mind
this.
your
I'm gonna
turns will
do.
take
I'm gonna
damage,
do
but
them all.
Obviously, you wouldn't know that.
I'm gonna do them all at once. This green light kind of shines extra bright, and it kind of coalesces out in a wave of green smoky energy, and all these creatures shudder for a moment, and we're about to find out how many of them run away. All right, there's 7 skeletons, so fail, pass, fail, pass,
That's a
okay. So 3 failed and 1.
4
passed.
4 passed. Okay. The ghoul failed.
Ha! Old monkey face himself.
Old monkeying around. The zombies
Oh no, with my foot.
fail, pass.
Okay.
Yeah. When do they run? On their turn?
I think so, yeah. I think it's just they have to spend their turn. A turn
Okay.
creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can.
Okay, cool. And then do they get to make saves when they're damaged, or?
It's just literally until it's 1 minute or until it takes
Oh, God.
damage. So if
Okay.
it takes damage, it's done.
You're feeling so good about this next shot.
And then it also can't make reactions. And for its action, it can only use the dash action to try to escape.
The Daction.
The daction.
Okay. Make your attack of opportunity on this ghoul. That'll hit. Roll damage. What's your plus?
Plus 4 effectively.
Okay.
That's 14.
Okay.
More
as
than
this
that, because
thing-
you're raging.
No, that was with my rage.
As this thing turns to run, you just cleave it. You cut it down.
Yes.
Its legs run and its body falls and its legs run
You see Capes
five-
swing, and it keeps going for a little bit.
Because you're still
5 or
holding
10
the
feet,
head.
and then
And it just
boom. Oh, I was thinking like it falls, but then the legs are all
Oh.
the legs run 10 feet and then fall over.
He's not precise like a samurai, so yeah, that works.
Dogs, you're up.
All right, cool. Let me see here. Would I be able to make either an Arcana or Religion check to know if undead things can be put to sleep?
Make an Arcana check.
That's not great. Well, actually, it's not terrible. It's an 8.
You don't know.
You know, I'm not going to risk it if I don't know. So this guy right in front of me here,
You know that undead don't generally need sleep.
and period. So yeah, it'd be weird if they just decided to start doing it now. So I will just Ray of Frost this gentleman right there.
This skeleton?
No, the one closest to me.
Okay. I would say that's the one zombie that hasn't been feared.
Cool. You know what? I'll just... Since
I mean,
he's so...
you can't really tell what's going on. You just watch this green wave of energy. You've watched a ghoul try to run away.
I will, from my tarot deck, my arcane focus, I will draw the magician card, poof, which will give me an automatic roll to hit on that of 20. Does 20 hit?
Oh, definitely.
Cool. Well, I pull out my fucking tarot card, it flashes, bam! And then I pull out my hand and hit a cone of cold. It's not great. 2 damage.
2 damage?
Yes.
Okay. I do not believe that's one that's been hurt before, so...
And then I will use my move to move 30 feet down the way.
Is that thing slow?
It's slow 10 feet, yeah.
Bam.
Okay. Kazoo?
Kazoo will find purchase on the least damaged one he could. You know what?
I think getting 3 of those.
Are not damaged.
So the one... That one that you just put the die next to has not been damaged.
All right, cool. Then he's lashing onto this guy's face. Wham! Jumped right off of the other guy's face after it caved, and then just jumped onto this guy.
Okay. He like puts his fingers to like pull. He like pulls an ear off. But yeah, he's monkeying him around.
Yeah, dude. Way to go,
Monkeying
Boo.
it all up.
Yeah.
Throwing a monkey wrench into his plans.
Many other monkey puns.
Yeah. You make a banana magically appear. Okay. Jade, what are you gonna do?
Do I get sneak attack on this guy since she's right here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna pull out my rapier then.
Okay.
Yep, I guess that. Nope. Nothing. Then.
You can make a. Use a 1.
No, it's a 8.
That's a zombie.
Yeah.
Oh, you hit it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you hit it. You hit it so good. You actually just barely hit it.
Okay.
I should be clear. But you hit it.
Oh my god.
Holy. That's 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You can make an offhand attack with your dagger.
No, not with a rapier.
No. An offhand attack, you could use your dagger to attack with your offhand.
Because it's a finesse weapon.
It uses your belt.
It's a heavy. It's considered too heavy to do two-handed fighting with, even though it's lighter than things you can use. With
Weird.
two-handed fighting.
No, but if you hold the dagger, which is a light weapon, in your offhand, you can still make the offhand attack.
It said you couldn't do.
A dagger in your offhand?
It said you couldn't do it with a rapier.
No, the rapier is in your main hand. The dagger is in your offhand, right? So the thing that restricts you is how heavy it is. If you hold the rapier...
I mean, if you're willing to let me do it, I'll do it.
I know. I'm just explaining to you how it works. If you hold the rapier in your main hand, you can use the dagger, which is a light weapon, I believe.
It is.
In your offhand to make that attack. I promise you, it's totally within the scope of the rules. Your damage roll will not add your dex. That's what I'll say, because
Yeah, it's because you don't have 2 up in fighting, so it would just not add your
Yep.
dex.
Okay. So just don't add your dex to the damage roll.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
straight
you, can,
damage.
you add your dex to the hit and your proficiency.
Okay,
Mhm.
so it's 18 to hit.
Oh, you hit it. Roll damage. It's just whatever you roll in the die.
+1, because it's +1 dagger.
That's true.
Yeah.
5 points.
Okay, so you did 10 points total.
I don't care.
I think you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was 1 and 1, and then you said it was 5. So I think it's 10 altogether.
1, 5. Yep.
I lost track of which zombie was which. That zombie had been hit twice before.
Yeah, she'd hit it a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It looks pretty rough. Like it's barely hanging on. Do you want to do anything else?
I would like to move over here just in case anything needs to go down in that range of stuff.
Okay, that gives Petal advantage.
Yeah.
And that brings us to Baddies 1, which is zombies.
Watch these fools run.
How is it worded? They have to run away from you.
Yes, they have to run away from me. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
But I hit that guy, so he's not gonna run.
Truth. Yeah, anyone that took damage will not be running anymore.
Oh, okay.
Can't make reactions, and it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Back through the cloud.
35,
Rube.
40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. With a monkey on his back.
Yep.
Oh, with a monkey on his back. What's up?
No, I was gonna say, I want to look up errata because I think Elliot was right about the attack. Just because it's not a light weapon. It has to be
Dagger's not a light weapon?
No, the dagger is, but if you have to attack with a light weapon first, but the rapier is lighter than the scimitar,
Yes, that's what
which
I'm
is,
saying.
I think I'm betting they errated that. So
Yeah, I'd
I-
say just homebrew it for the sake of conversation, and we'll look it up
I
later.
didn't think the main hand attack mattered.
It has to be a light weapon as well.
And I thought rapier qualified.
Okay.
Where
But again, I think it's bullshit because it's less than a scimitar.
and a short sword's technically heavier than a
And you're the
rapier.
DM, it don't matter.
Yeah, you make the rules.
You already said
Okay.
it's okay.
So 3 skeletons passed and 4 skeletons failed, or the reverse of that?
Reverse of that.
Yeah, 4 passed, 3
3
failed.
4 passed, 3 failed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll just say all the black skeletons are the fails. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Nice.
60.
That was crucial to us not getting slaughtered.
For real.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Definitely was excited for the combat surrounded by it, but I was also getting a little concerned. I was like, well.
Okay. That does it for the skeletons that remain.
Mm-hmm.
And zombie that remains. Zombie that remains will attack Petal. And 11 does not hit her. Zombie next to Capes, or skeleton next to Capes attacks. Ooh. I think that's gonna hit. 21. Take 5, reduced to 2.
Okay, I'm officially at single
digits.
I think you got that potion.
Yeah, right?
Hit.
Oh wait, one of those other zombies was supposed to run. Can you move the frost? Oh no, because one saved and then it took damage.
Yeah.
So that zombie that was frost Ray of Frosted. Will you move it next to Petal, please? It misses. The skeletons are going to... The cutout skeleton will move up to Jade. No, we'll move up to Petal and attack it with her with an advantage. Which still misses. And then this one by the gazebo will pull out its bow and shoot Jade.
Hey, what?
Eesh.
13 plus 4 will hit you for 5 points of piercing damage. What are you at?
Not telling you.
I'm the DM, you have to tell me.
I'm looking rough. Let's just say that.
On a scale of 1 to 17. Okay. That brings us to Kapesk.
Yeah.
You are engaged with a Skelly. Jack Skellington.
I would like to swing at Jack Skellington.
Spoopy!
Still raging. Still swinging hard. But the one that Kazoo...
Go, he's over here. He ran off.
With
He's-
Kazoo.
Yes, Kazoo was on his face.
He's a zombie jockey now.
10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Can I portent that one, or do I have to call it before he swings?
I need to read portents. Or I need to know the exact wording of portents.
Let's look it up.
Portent me, baby. Uh-huh.
I know, right? Glimpses of the future begin to press on your awareness. When you finish a long rest, roll 2d20s. Place any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature that you could see with one of these foretelling rolls. You must choose to do so before the roll. Never mind. You can replace the roll, and this way only once per turn.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright. It's
I mean,
before the roll entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is why, because I called it before the other one. I was like, I think I have to do it before, but I wasn't sure.
Petal, you are up. You're surrounded by undead masses. But you have the power of your god flowing through your mace.
This is true, but since I'm surrounded right now, I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Oh, snap.
And all 4 of them have to succeed Constitution saving throws.
Oh, man. Alright. Fail. Pass. Pass.
One more?
And-
One more.
Yeah. Pass.
Dang, alright. Well,
Do they all have the same? There's 2 skeletons.
Oh, I didn't.
Ghouls?
I missed that zombie.
There's 2 zombies, right? 2 zombies and 2 skeletons.
Oh, zombies have a higher con.
okay.
So yeah,
So I was gonna hit one of them.
it stands.
No. Oh.
One, I mean, the one still takes it. The other 3 pass.
Okay.
Do they take
They
half damage? or
They
no
even
damage?
more.
damage.
They pass even more basically. They have a higher con than a skeleton.
Well, that one takes 5 radiant damage.
I'll say it's the one that's damaged, the blue one.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's radiant damage, it's undead fortitude. Yeah, it just turns to ash.
Rad.
The one in the blue one
This one here.
just turns into a pile of ash as your word of radiance.
Wasn't it one of the skeletons? Because they have a lower constitution.
Well, it doesn't. So the one that failed really failed, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, sorry.
And so that zombie had 1 HP left,
Gotcha.
and it was radiant damage, so I just said it was the one that you killed.
Makes sense.
And then I'll use my bonus action
It gets the guy off the field. So.
Yeah.
to cast Healing Word on Jade.
Okay.
Which will be...
You hear Petal utter a word in Gnomish.
And it feels so good.
Yeah.
Feels so good.
It fills you
Oh my
with.
god, so good.
So that'll be...
It fills you with Healing light.
5. Back to you. Absolutely.
That brings us to the top of the round. There's no more ghoul. So, only goblins. Corbin, you're up.
All right.
Corbin Dallas, multi-pass.
Multi-pass. Let's take a...
Taking that check over my head.
I know.
All right, every single time.
Every time.
Dallas was a more believable D&D word.
Yep. I will do another Ray of Frost at my buddy, who I keep hitting with Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost him down.
Yep. Natural 20.
Alright.
Is up.
Double your damages. That was the one you hit for 2 last time, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Do
Now
I
I know.
only have... Okay, no, I got 2 D8s.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, 12 damage.
Okay. Yeah. He's looking pretty rough. He's real frosty zombie.
He's real frosty.
Stay frosty. Game over, man. Game
And,
over.
let me see here.
He's gonna do a little dance around the...
4, 5... Yeah, 25, 30. And then,
Your turn undead lasts a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so, if these guys had been turned, they can't take reactions. So,
Right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35. I'll just dash action, 40, and hide in the fog. Actually, no, he'll go... Yeah, he'll be in the fog.
Roll a stealth check for the shits and grits with advantage.
Nice. That would be 12 and...
His dex score, probably.
Yeah, 14.
Okay. Kazoo believes he is hidden. Jade, you're up. You receive some healing, a gnomish healing word, as you watch the undead hordes close in around the littlest wook.
Oh no. So
If she was in the land before time, she'd be little wook.
I will take 2 attacks with a rapier and a dagger if you'll allow it.
Yeah,
Is that one... Has this one been injured yet?
I don't
I
believe.
don't think so.
And
Almost none of the skeletons have
Is
been
it
hurt.
being flanked right now?
Yes.
That first roll, it would be a 14 plus whatever your modifier is for your rapier.
What?
I'm bending fate on this one.
Oh.
So I pull out the Justice card, boom, and it just flashes brightly, and you immediately hit for, what's 14 plus 5, or is it plus 5? Is that what it is?
That's my attack bonus.
Yep, okay, so that is...
19.
That'll
so you
hit. Roll
instantly
damage.
Get your sneak attack.
And you get sneak attack.
Gosh darn it. 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'll take a slash with my obsidian dagger too, which is 25 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
6 points of magical slashing.
Well, you wouldn't get, it would just be the 2 plus 1,
Oh, yeah.
because it's an offhand. So
2
it's,
plus 1.
It's
that's 3
looking
damage.
real rough.
3.
It's barely standing.
Okay.
That brings us to baddies. Will you just remove all of that from the battlefield?
These guys?
Yeah,
They're
they just
they're
run.
gone.
Okay.
They're running for a full minute.
okay.
Like, yeah, you win. You got him. You got him. So that zombie behind Petal will attack her with advantage because of the skeleton on the other side.
Yeah.
That's cocked.
It's fucking durable. I've been Ray of Frost in that bitch forever.
Yeah.
Although maybe cold doesn't do a lot
That's
of skeletons.
no, that's still one short. 14 misses. The skeleton on the other side will attack Petal with advantage. That's gonna hit. Yep. So that's a non-natural 20, so 5 points of damage to Petal.
Got it.
The zombie without flanking, or the skeleton without flanking, will attack and miss. Because, can't hit it for shits. Skeleton next to Kapesk will attack.
Yep.
Non-natural 20, take 5, reduce to 2.
Okay.
And then the skeleton in the back will try and shoot Jade. And rolls a 15, which is exactly your AC, so takes 5 points of piercing damage. That brings us
You're
around
welcome.
to Kapesk.
I would like to slash at that skeleton right next to me.
Get him.
I will. One sec. There we go. Slashing. Much better.
Nice.
That would be a 21 to hit.
Roll damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice
That is
roll.
9, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
A pile of bones clatters against the street cobblestones as you dispatch the skeleton. Petal, you're up.
Word of Radiance.
Okay.
Doing it again.
Do it.
So I'll roll the zombie first. Fail.
Nice.
Skellies are next. Fail. Pass.
Oh, there's only 3.
There's only 3 this time.
Oh, okay. So the zombie and we'll say the cardboard skeleton failed.
Okay.
And the skeleton to your left/right passed.
Rad. 5 radiant damage again.
Okie dokie. The cardboard skeleton also just turns to ash. And the zombie takes 5 radiant damage and is looking really rough. Its body is like smoking because the radiant damage is like singed and burned it. That brings us up to Alabaster.
Coming again with the Ray of Frost on the one that I've just been blasting on this whole goddamn
Yep,
fight.
that's the one that has just took the hit from the radiant
Yeah.
word of radiance.
Yeah, let me see here. That is a 15.
That
hit.
hits. Roll damage, please.
Ooh, 7.
Okay. You hit it, and it fails its undead fortitude, so it, you hear the, cracking and as, frost overcomes this creature, and it, tries to reach out to hit Petal, and then, its arm just, falls off.
Nice.
And it just, shatters and
Oh,
falls
yeah.
to the ground.
Cool.
T-1000.
That's what's up.
Except for it's not getting back up.
Alright.
That brings us to Kazoo.
Good old Kazoo. Help action. It's gonna latch onto this.
Skeleton.
Yep.
Okay.
Gives advantage to our next attacker.
Okay. Jade. There's a monkey on top of this skeleton.
Are both of these the ranged attackers?
They are both ranged attackers. This
Okay.
one skeleton has been back there shooting
That one?
arrows
Yeah.
at you.
This
yeah.
one you have
That's the one
advantage
that's
on
been shooting
instantly.
Yeah.
This one you have advantage on.
Because there's a monkey on his face.
Right.
And you would get sneak attack.
But they haven't been hit at all yet?
Basically no.
Okay. I'm still gonna stay back and just shoot it with my crossbow.
Still works.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
I mean, you still get advantage and you still have sneak attack.
Yes.
Because, monkey on his face.
What is that? I hate these days now. 19?
Woo, that's
That
good.
hits.
It's money.
Plus 24. Okay. Sneak attack. Plus 7. Plus 3. Yeah. 10 points.
10 points. It's looking pretty bad. That brings us to... Skeleton's going to attack Petal. That's 14 plus 4, so 5 points of damage.
Ugh, alright.
And
I'm still up. Looking rough. But I'm still there.
the bowman will shoot at Kapesk.
That you will.
Natural 20, so 10 reduced to 5.
Ooh, I'm still up
Oh
too.
my gosh, we're gonna be rolling out of here.
That brings us to Kapesk. You're not feeling too good, buddy.
No, dude. That's the one that was shooting at me.
That one, yeah, he just shot you.
I'm rushing straight towards him and slashing at him.
Okay,
Nice.
make an attack roll.
Give that bitch some range disadvantage.
I would like that to be a 19. It is a 19.
Okay, I would like a lot of attacks to be a 19, but
Something.
That is an 8 plus 4, so that is 12 points of damage.
ooh, he's barely standing.
Ah!
Pedal, you're up,
No, I
pedal.
already used that once, and I fit.
Oh, it's
a
only
one
once.
time. Can I double check that?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Let's see. If
Whatever.
I think it's a one time.
I think it's a once per day.
I think it is
So
too.
dumb.
I think we looked it up last time, and it was like
Yeah.
once per day, which is.
That
No
seems very
sense.
silly for
It's-
like a natural ability, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
get it.
It's the
It's a
action of
balancing
throwing
thing.
myself into like a fury past my rage.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's I can see that being once a day then.
Because I didn't write it down as such, and Fang Maw, no, Hungry Jaws, short or long rest. So
One
it's not
per
once
rest.
per day.
it's
just-
once per rest.
Okay,
Once
that
per
makes
day.
that I like that. Okay.
And it
That's
gives
a lot
you temporary
better.
hit points, which
It
is neat.
does give me temporary hit points, so that one's so nice.
Okay, though I don't know if a bone creature. I guess it's the frenzy of it all.
Yeah.
I would.
Adrenaline rushing
Yeah.
through me.
Pedal, you're up.
Oh, okay.
Kill it.
Do I still get advantage on this guy? 'Cause
Oh.
I'm lucky.
I think it's only once.
That's only once.
Yeah.
So it's like whoever
because
hits him next.
because Jade took the advantage.
Okay, gotcha.
But you have
Well-
Shillelagh.
Yeah, I'm still gonna whack him.
Okay. Give him a whack-a-doodle.
And so it's
So worried about this
gonna be
next turn.
plus 4 with
I believe in you.
23,
Alright, that'll hit.
and it makes it a
It's a D8
Yeah.
plus your wisdom mod.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oop, I'll count it. 7.
Yeah, you smash it and it just crumbles to pieces on the cobblestones.
Oh yeah.
That brings us to top of the round, Mr. Boggs.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
While I was, I'm guessing while I was baking
Hold on.
the bug, those guys just left, right?
Yeah,
They're running for a
they're
minute.
ran
Yeah,
away.
they were running for quite a while before they finally turned around.
Yeah, that
Which also leads them, I'm guessing, into like the awaiting weapons of any other.
no. So basically, where you ran from is the gate, and where they ran off is back into the jungle, down the ravine of Nolar's throat, back into the jungle.
Alright, I'll just do what I've been doing and freeze this mofo.
Spam Ray of Frost.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a
I
shocking
think
grasp.
you might be more than 60 feet away.
I can have 120, I think.
Not for Ray of Frost.
Not for Ray of Frost, am I getting that one mixed
It's
up?
only 60. Firebolt is 120.
C. Correct.
But you could easily move within range.
Oh, yeah, I will do that for sure. You're right, 60 feet. Yeah. Boop. Jump on in.
Pedal, you see a ray of frosty magical energy
Actually, no.
arc above your head.
I'm gonna do something a little bit more stylistic.
Never mind.
This is
JK.
This is gonna
That
take
was
a
all
couple.
my imagination.
Yeah. It was
Yes!
only a dream.
So, my monkey flies and attaches to his face.
Are
That
you
was the roll for
shocking-
my hat. And I'm
Are you
gonna
shocking
shock
grasp
the
it?
monkey. So, yes. So I rolled. I'm going to do shocking
Ozzy
grab.
is proud of you.
Right, and is do I have to make a roll for that? Being as a touch?
You still cast the spell exactly
Okay.
as you would if you were touching the creature.
Ha! 23 to hit.
Roll damage.
And
Actually,
it takes away its reaction as well.
yeah, it dies. But so as your kazoo latches onto the monkey, it goes, and then you just see the skeleton like vibrate and like sparks of blue energy emit from Kazoo's fingertips, and the creature just crumbles, except for Kazoo is like flapping and still holding onto its skull, but the rest of the body is like fallen away.
Yes!
He's in his feet.
Yeah,
I'm so glad that worked.
and that is the end of combat.
Woo!
You see my rage like kind of falter finally, and I just like fall to my knees like. Arr.
Yeah, Kapesk, you are not feeling too hot. You are bleeding from multiple wounds.
On a range of 1 to 23, I'm at a 2.
Yeah. But you hear the doors of the temple creak open, and clerics
Little help out here.
of Timora and other townsfolk who just happen to be living here emerge, and one cleric comes up to you
Probably kill the battle music.
and
Sorry.
and says, Thank you, brave adventurers, for saving us from the clutches of these evil undead. As a reward, we'd like to thank you by giving you this 5-gallon barrel of Tej
I know someone who wants that.
and a basic healing potion.
Each?
No, just one.
I don't need it as much as you guys.
But another cleric rushes over and puts their hands on you, Kapesk, and I roll
What are you doing?
I rolled a
Well,
one.
that was kind of my thought process. Like, this person just puts their hands in.
Yeah.
They cast Cure Wounds. I rolled terribly. I'll say they have a +2 Wisdom, so you get 3 hit points back.
Jesus.
And you're just kind of surrounded by a throng of like really grateful people of Chult. And on that note, we'll wrap it up for tonight.
Hell yeah.
Because it's 10:45.
Nice.
Hey all, Chris here. Hope you enjoyed the preview of our Patreon exclusive Tomb of Annihilation game. Episode 2 was a blast, and we will have more for you coming up. If you liked what you heard and would like to help support the podcast, we have a lot of other awesome Patreon rewards at patreon.com/theswordcast. You wonderful people could do all the podcast things like comment, subscribe to anywhere you're listening to this, give us a 5-star rating on iTunes so that other people can see us, and follow us on our social medias on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, don't forget to check out our game of Waterdeep Dragon Heist on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/theswordcastadventures. So now I'll thank you so much for listening, and don't worry, you'll be hearing from us soon. Bye-bye.